got ADHD.
Yo,
Whoa.
that's good. Hold on, let me fix this up real quick.
Hey, Trap, the
Trap.
introduction was crazy though.
Said the introduction was crazy.
Yeah, hearing them saying, I don't do no pillow talking. Crazy.
Hey, Trap,
Yo,
I'ma keep it real, man. Thug was wrong in this interview.
He was wrong. What part you feel like he was wrong with?
That nigga said Gunna was the first one to take the plea deal. He was wrong.
So that wasn't the
Nope.
fact. Who took the plea deal
DK
first?
took the plea
I mean, I
deal
feel like
first.
I feel like anything he say within shit like that though, it's like yo, if you coming up on there lying and you saying some shit that ain't actually true, then niggas is gonna find out you lying. You gonna look crazy from the jump, then, B. So I don't feel like you need to come up on there, especially when it comes to no court work shit though. So if that wasn't a fact, then that was some bullshit, then, B.
I
I be
wasn't
trying
gonna
to
Hey,
say
get
Trap,
I wasn't
hey,
gonna
motherfucker,
Trap.
say
trap
nothing
yeah,
back.
what up?
until he brought it up. I
Yo,
wasn't gonna
Trap.
say nothing until he brought that shit up.
What's up, Bart?
I think that ain't cool or fair to say, Dino, because if a nigga got you here and now talking to you about something that happened a minute ago, you ain't gonna be 100% right on the timestamps and all of that. So that's like a him saying
No,
him
Bart. I don't
saying,
know. A court case though,
bro,
Bart.
listen, bro. Him saying the nigga was first and he was really second, that ain't no real big thing. Like y'all niggas gotta just
Yeah. First and
that's
second
kind
ain't
of whack to
yeah.
like if you ask me if you ask a nigga if a nigga asks you what you did yesterday, you not gonna say everything exactly how it went, and that was yesterday, bro. Like, come on now, let's be for real, bro.
But Bart, I get what you saying on that.
That ain't
But
even real.
but
Like,
but he said after he said that, bro, he said, I don't even know if I should be mad at the niggas that took it after Gunna. I don't even know if I should
bro,
be
y'all
mad at
y'all
them.
y'all y'all
But
picking
y'all
and
missed the
pointing at
biggest part though.
y'all picking and
Go one at a
pointing at the
time, y'all.
wrong
Let me
y'all
go out the
picking and
part,
pointing at the wrong
Trap.
shit.
You got
Like
it.
the shit y'all originally wasn't feeling because he probably changed y'all mind during the interview. Y'all finding other shit to pick at. Like
Yeah.
the shit y'all picking at right now ain't even valid. That don't even mean nothing.
And the
I
I
agree.
real
still feel the
the
same way.
real
He ain't
shit
changed my mind.
the real shit I got out of that when he got to talking about, and I know that probably hurt him more than anything with as far as with Gunna was that Gunna didn't do reach out and do shit, for the parent. You supposed to be his right hand man. You ain't did nothing for the family, making sure he's straight, nothing. Or his sisters, none of that. But other niggas that ain't his like brothers, but just his friends like Future, Lil Baby, Cash from
Nah,
EXO. All
those
these
is
niggas
brothers
gave
for
him money.
sure.
Yeah. No, I'm saying they his brothers, but I'm saying he looked at Gunna as like, cause that they came in this shit together. So he was like, that's why he got emotional and started crying, cause he said, man, I lost my twin more than anything. That shit hurt me, cause I feel like he betrayed me. You know what I'm saying? Then he explained like when the nigga got out, he didn't do nothing, and he broke down and mentioned everybody else that helped and gave his mama talking about how his niggas will pull up on his mama and just get him whatever that's in their pocket. Here goes 36,000. If this was in my pocket, here, blew that like it
Earlier,
wasn't
B. I didn't
nothing.
even know he said that. I said that
Yeah,
earlier. I said the reason
he
why he
said,
talking crazy about niggas because niggas ain't set the nigga. They ain't do the right thing for the nigga, B.
Bro, the
That's
yeah,
nigga
why he
no,
on
that
the
is
was
phone.
he said
Yeah.
that, Trevor. He said it at
the
toward the
trap. The
end,
nigga
like the
is
last
hurt.
hour of the interview. He
Yeah, he
said that
hurt, B.
shit.
That's
Like, what
exactly
the
the way he was.
fuck?
Yo, Bart,
Like,
yo, Bart. You know what I
come
said though?
on,
I said,
bro.
yo, fuck being hurt right now in the streets. Imagine how he was hurt when he was in that shit though, B.
Exactly,
You
and that's why
know what
he's
I'm saying?
talking crazy on
That's
The
them.
why he
realest,
talking like that on the
Yeah,
phone.
that's why. But
the
you gotta
realest,
understand, there was private phone conversation. He didn't know that the
the
DA was gonna leak them phone conversations, and we all know because everybody in here, we didn't have phone conversations where we
Yo,
might be
look, right?
criticizing with somebody that we cool
Look,
with. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn,
trap.
I wasn't
go ahead,
fucking with
Bart.
that, or why this
He ain't
nigga
done.
ain't reach out? Why this nigga ain't do that? Like, that's normal shit, bro.
Go ahead,
The
Bart.
illest shit, the illest shit he said to me is because I said it talking to somebody about his situation. The nigga is lost, bro. He can't be around his peoples. And just think, He
Damn.
can't be in Atlanta. Like that's fucking him up. Like niggas talking about
Right,
where the
that's his
music.
home. Right,
Damn,
Yeah, boy.
the nigga they like niggas is looking for music and all of that. Like nigga, he became Young Thug by being in Atlanta and by being with his peoples. They stripped him of that.
right,
They gave him his freedom. Like nigga, you could go home, but the tools you need to be Young Thug, we taking that from you.
right.
You can't be in Atlanta and you can't be
And
around
you
niggas. And
can't
once he
talk
said
about
that,
and you
I'm
can't
like,
talk about
I'm
certain
like, bro, this
content.
shit.
Michael, let him finish. Let him
I'm
finish,
like,
Michael.
bro,
Got you.
nah, go ahead. I'm like, bro, I called it. Like he don't know what to do, bro.
No, I agree with you 100%, Bart. And another thing is that he, with his music, he can't talk about certain content that he might want to talk about. Man, sliding on the ox and all
Shit,
that
he was
shit.
talking about that
They
shit in
made it
that
where he can't.
motherfucking song they just put out.
No,
Nigga
man,
said that
but he
nigga, I
gotta,
might,
but he
nigga said, I
gotta,
wait till
he,
JC Penny and knock a nigga off.
but
Nigga,
look though,
fuck is you talking about?
but he gotta say that shit in different, like, you know what I'm saying,
I
like.
heard, I heard he's able to say it within raps. He can't say it.
But
He can't say it
remember
like
what
on
the
tweets and
judge
shit
said
like
that
that.
day. Remember, cause we talked about it, Trap. Remember, we was like, damn, we wonder how his music gonna be because the judge basically telling him he can't. He talk about this, he can't talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta damn near be on some positive shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he gotta damn near change up his whole content. And then what Bart was saying that he can't be around his homies, cause it's like. It's like, okay, these niggas took plea deals, so it's speculation that it took, cause Duke is like his cousin. Everybody know if you seen Thug, you seen Duke. Duke went everywhere with Thug. That nigga ain't been nowhere with him since he got home. Now I ain't to say they might ain't text each other or got on the phone with each other, but everybody know when you seen Thug, you seen Duke for sure. Like before any of them, cause Yak Gotti was always locked up and Ufunk was locked up. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know for sure everywhere Thug went, you was gonna see Lil Duke in the background somewhere, always red carpet, wherever, my nigga.
So look, right. So I'm gonna say it like this, right. I've been saying this shit. You know what I'm saying since the when the interrogation shit came out, I was like, damn, what's going on? How this shit? What's going on here? This ain't ordinary right now. You know what I'm saying for a nigga to get this shit. So then I saw it. Now I stepped back, looked at the whole full picture of the whole shit, right? And I'm like, now tell me if I'm wrong.
Way to
Like
go,
this is
Trap.
I got it. Tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like, bro. I feel like Thug got a hell of a team put together right now, B. And they doing some great PR work. Like, yeah, he giving you some real stories and shit. But nigga, this is a hell of a rollout right here, B. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas like that right there. Now we get into the whole loyalty shit, and know what I'm saying, cause nigga did a nigga bad, he get to tell his story. I look at that shit as being a fucking you know, this nigga got a hip hop Barbara Walters interview. B. This shit was yo. But at the same time though, I'm glad that he came out and said the same shit I've been saying about Gunna from the jump. Know what I'm saying? When niggas, know what I'm saying? That was nigga did bad on that shit, B. You
You
don't do
mean
that. Hmm?
nah? I'm
Yeah.
about to ask you what you mean by his rollout. You mean for music or how he like jumped in front of the gun and
No,
cleared this shit up?
that's what somebody else told me. Somebody else told me it was somebody else. When I told him like that, when I told him like yo on some shit, like I feel like it was rolling. Cause I feel like Thug didn't really like niggas was saying what's going on with Thug, what's going on with Thug. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this is how I've been saying this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the same nigga. You know what I'm saying that just went through certain type of shit to get to get himself out there in the front line. Bought a six, nigga get butt naked on his first front album cover. Nigga puts a dress on. You know what I'm saying? The nigga puts a dress on the next album cover, B. Then then right now, he grabbing onto the algorithm that's going on right now. Gunna's hot, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna jump onto this whole way that's going on. I think the interrogation shit came out, and the nigga was like, you know what? All right, you know what? Let's continue on. Let's ride this whole narrative right now, B, and go on. You know what I'm saying? And explain my story now. You know what I'm saying? Because every role I got to come with a story.
Trap, another
And what's a better story than a nigga just come from jail?
another thing,
That's what I
Trap.
feel like it was.
Another thing, Trap, is that he spoke on like, man, he's like, I ain't no hating ass nigga though. He like, if I really wanted to, he like,
He's speaking real shit.
Buddy signed to me, so he like, I could just, you know what I'm saying? If I wanted to stop some shit, he really could have pulled a, you know, you can think about it. Gunna done dropped 3 albums that was good since he been back since that court shit, right? So he could have pulled a Cameron Joel Santana situation on
Why
that
would he
nigga.
do that for if he ain't getting no money from nowhere else
No,
though?
I get it though, but I'm just saying if he was really that spiteful, like on some, he really could have stopped Buddy shit, like, and stop the momentum. He ain't stop the momentum because oh yeah, he making money off this shit, but he did, if he was really like, you know, wanted to just stop homie flow, like man, I don't even want to fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas probably would have did that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't do that.
Nah, that wasn't stopping that. That's his money right there. That's his money
Yeah,
flow
but
right there,
yeah,
nigga. You
that's
gonna
right.
work for
But
me,
that,
nigga.
yeah, but just, yeah, we know that.
I'm
But
gonna treat
just
you like
look
a
how
hoe,
much
nigga.
money.
Go out there and get my money. Go out there and get my money.
Look how much money Cameron passed up on Jewels when he was hot. He stopped. Matter of fact, we never got the Little Wayne, Joel Santana, none of that shit,
No,
none of
they
his
said the reason
comeback
why that
shit,
ain't happened. The
cause
reason
of
why that ain't
Cameron.
happened. The reason why the Wayne and Joel shit didn't happen was because Universal was trying to niggas wanted 90% of that
Yeah,
album,
that
B.
too. But Cameron
That's
played a
what the
part in
reason
that shit
was.
too, bro.
No, that's what it was right there. They wanted 90%. That's why that shit happened. And Joel felt like, you know what I'm saying, it was within the move where he wanted more. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he was putting out a lot, doing a lot of shit, and he was getting paid crumbs though. He wanted to
But
renegotiate.
you know
You know what I'm
Cameron
saying?
put
He
a
wasn't
big
getting no
halt to that nigga
renegotiation.
career when he was trying to make every comeback, all that shit, bro, until he finally like let him go. But by that time,
So let me ask you this,
Jewels
Mikey.
dried up.
You got a super legal team right now. You got a super legal team that you paying probably $2 million, $3 million for. You gonna say, nah, let me cut this nigga water off right here. You know what I'm saying? Cause the
No,
nigga,
no,
no,
you
nigga,
right.
put your
No,
fucking high
you
heels
right.
on and go out there and work for me, nigga. Get this fucking money, nigga. You a hoe now, nigga. That's what he did with the
You
nigga.
right, Trap. And remember when he came home, what's his name flew out to him and dropped an M off to him, Drake.
Yeah. But in the long run, I feel like yo, I like the. I'm saying I like that he got to tell his side. And I'm saying shit like that though. It did seem like. I'm saying like for what Dino said he came up in here. I'm saying I was hoping everything he's saying was all facts and shit like that. I was hoping it just wasn't like you throwing tags on niggas. And I'm saying and the tags ain't really you ain't got no shit to back the shit up. Like
But
the nigga said Rollo was coming out. Nigga said they had Rollo to go on the stand against the nigga.
bro,
Like where you get that info from?
they had. You gotta understand though, Trap. The nigga he was sitting in front of a real Atlanta street nigga that then reformed. Real,
Yeah,
like that's connected with all of them niggas. All of the niggas that's into it right now or whatever, they all respect that nigga. So if
that's a fact.
anybody today, that's why Thug even sat down with him before anybody else, cause he knew that
And
he
he handled
first
it
of all
right too
that's his
though.
homie. First of all that's his homie, and then it's some real shit. That's Big Bank a real nigga, like real street nigga from Atlanta. That they all respect. Future, all the sides respect Big Bank and fuck with him. So it's like neutral. He know talking to him is neutral. Big Bang ain't, and Big Bang gonna keep it real. How he feel? Like he ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Like, oh Thug, he ain't gonna side with Thug. If Thug was really in the wrong, he gonna let him know. Like for real.
Yo, let me ask y'all though, man. Do you feel like this interview right here, you know what I'm saying, kind of like humanized Thug, you know what I'm saying, made him seem, you know what I'm saying, like
Hell yeah.
brought him to like the people's eyes and looking at him like a little bit different than, you know what I'm saying, they've been looking at him like that?
Some people are, and then the advice Big Bang told him. He
Like
asked
it's
Big
not it's
Bang
not it's
again.
not it's not it's not, it's not an interview with me and you, bro. Let everybody else want to say his piece and answer. Sir, please. Second, anybody else want to say something though. It ain't like that.
Bro, I hate
No
when you
disrespect,
do that
Mikey.
shit, bro. I
I'm
hate when
sorry.
you do
Yeah,
that
go,
shit.
go, bro. Go, bro, go, bro.
Nah,
Hey.
it's good, bro, because everybody ain't talking, and then a lot of motherfuckers that be talking ain't privy to, like, a lot of shit that, like,
Oh
a motherfucker that
man.
be knowing that be
Oh
going
man.
on, bro. I'm just keeping
That's
it
why people
100.
don't come off the mic.
I'm just keeping it 100. Niggas like me, Chop,
I'm gonna
niggas
do a
like
live. I'm
that
gonna do a
really
live
know.
stream. I'm gonna
Yeah,
do a
you
live
must.
stream. I'm gonna do a live
Yeah,
stream. I'm
this
out
is
there.
crazy.
I'm gonna do a live stream, dude. Word.
You
Yeah, I
finna do a
use
live
bugging right
stream?
now. I'm gonna do one in a little while, in a minute. I'm probably play 2K again. Chop, what up, Chop? You like the interview, Chop? What you think about it?
Yeah, man.
I think it was good. I think very informative, man, for what we got from it though.
Yeah,
It was
man.
much
Yeah, man.
needed,
Yeah,
bro.
man. Yeah, man. Real Peter, man. You know what I'm saying? He just had to, I'm just glad he got to tell his side, like, why he was upset about shit. Like, niggas, like, he was really hurt behind that shit. You know what I'm saying? Behind, like, a lot of that shit that was going on. Like, bro was real fucked up about it. So I'm glad people, like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? I understand, people love an underdog story and they love Gunna right now. But I'm glad that people really got to understand, like, why he was, like, hurt about the shit he
Facts,
was hurt
bro.
about, you know what I'm saying? Like the like why he and how he's trying to he trying to move past it. That's why he was asking Bank like, man, like how I move past it though. Like how do I get past it? Like, man, I just can't get past it, man, because I'm just so hurt. I'm just so fucked up. So like psychologically, I just feel like all this shit just really did a number on him. And he trying to kind of
No,
find his way. You know what I mean?
those
Trying to
tapes alone he ain't gonna never be able to get past
Those
those all them
tapes.
tapes
G,
come.
fuck those
Yeah,
tapes.
nah,
Nah, let
ain't
me
Nah,
no
tell
he
you something right
already,
now.
no. You
nah, he
cannot say
already,
fuck
Nah, let
those
me
Fuck
he
those
tapes.
already,
tapes.
listen, bro,
Those
he
tapes
already said
matter.
everything he said on those tapes, he had those same conversations with those
he
same
did,
I'm
he
gonna
niggas.
be
did,
honest with you.
He
I'm gonna
he
said
be
did,
that.
honest.
So them tapes don't mean
he
shit
did,
if he
he
Yeah.
telling
did.
the truth
I
Yeah,
about it.
that
I
sound
don't know if
good.
y'all know, but I don't know.
Child.
Yeah,
Right,
that
I was
Go
sound
waiting.
one at a time.
good.
Go one at a time. Go one at a time. Go one at a time. Please.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
y'all saying it don't sound good, but I know for a fact niggas don't have no issue because he didn't
They
talk
ain't
to
got
all them
no
niggas.
issue with
E-
him. Nope.
That nigga ain't come
Everything he done
home.
said, everything he done said to them niggas, bro. Everything y'all heard on tapes, he done said to niggas directly. Like y'all niggas, Thug don't. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like he everything he done said to niggas directly. It ain't been no like, oh, I'm behind my back saying this how I feel about, even the shit about play. He done had conversations with Pluto about shit plenty of times, bro.
You
Like
just tell me, Chop, he
everything
done
is
talked to Pluto about him fathering his
Child.
kids.
What?
you don't know. Listen,
You know that
He
for a
didn't say
fact.
that.
you
He
don't
didn't.
know.
He said that shit about J. Cole and Andre to
You
their
know that
face.
for a fact, Chop, is what you telling me.
You don't. What I'm saying is you don't know Thug because I had conversations with my niggas about certain shit. So if we real friends, if like this my real guy, I'm gonna tell him like, man, yeah, that shit you doing kind of like, you know what I'm saying. But that's you. But I'm just telling you how I feel about the situation.
I'm just saying
That's how
Ain't
everything
them
none.
he
niggas.
might have said some things to let
Yeah,
niggas know he got a problem with some
G,
things.
ain't none of them
But
niggas
but but
came out and
y'all
said
not
that
gonna
he didn't.
I'm not
Nothing. But
hearing nothing that's convincing me that everything that he done said about every last one of these niggas, whether it be Gunna, Future, whoever, he has because he said a lot of
G,
shit.
ain't
Glorilla,
none
He
of the
said
all,
a lot.
niggas
all
came
them
out
Glorilla.
and
He
said
said a
that he
lot of.
didn't.
He said. Let me finish because he said a lot of shit about a lot of different niggas.
listen,
And
bro, I'm talking
this what
about.
makes me feel like. And this what makes me feel like Thug know he wrong. And y'all keep going back to this whole he was hurt shit. That don't justify fuck shit just because
Listen,
your
bro.
no
I'm
no
talking about
hold
the.
on, chop. Hold
Nah,
on.
cause you don't know niggas. Like
Hold on. That's
I'm talking about
cool.
the niggas
But
who
I
his
asked you a
friends,
question.
bro.
Cause you can I ask you a question because you speaking on this as if you do know. So if you ain't gonna correct me about when
I'm
I answer
trying to.
the
That's
question,
what I'm trying to
no.
correct your
I
ass. Like
asked you no. I asked you specifically. You telling me you have firsthand knowledge that Thug had a conversation with Future about him fathering his kids.
what I know is that this nigga have real conversations with his friends. He don't sugarcoat nothing with his guys. So you talking about baby Pluto, Tro, all them niggas? They have real conversations, bro.
Free to
Same
go,
way I
Chop.
do. Hold on. Same way I do with my niggas. Like, bro, if I feel like that shit wrong, like, yeah, my nigga, that shit wrong, bro. Like, you can do your thing, but that shit wrong. That nigga Thug ain't never been a
And
type.
here's my thing. And here's my thing, Chop. Here's my thing about that. If I go believe that, it's hard for me to believe that when he
Okay, then you got it
started
then,
off
bro.
the interview. Hold on, bro. We ain't,
Now
listen,
you
man. You ain't
got it,
gotta
cause it's just like
listen.
y'all niggas want to have a narrative. Y'all want to, you know what I'm saying?
Let him
If
go.
It
Let
ain't
him
no
go. Let him go.
narrative. It's
Let him
just
go.
my
Let him speak his mind.
perspective,
Let him
my
speak his mind.
nigga,
Let
and
him
you
go.
don't
Go ahead.
gotta agree with it.
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is that it's hard for me to accept that when he's saying, "Damn, looking like he's telling like his perspective on what he's hearing him say on the tapes." He's like, "Damn, I am talking too much. Damn, I am saying some shit that I." He's saying that,
but
but then turn around on the other hand talking about, "Yeah, but I already said this shit." So it sounds like you trying to
guess
save
what?
face for
But
real.
guess what
That's
though?
what it
Yeah,
looked
he
like.
But guess what
definitely
though?
trying
Well,
to
hold
jump
on,
in
but hold
front of
on.
it
But
by
guess
doing the
what?
interview,
But guess
Gary.
what though? You don't gotta respect it. The only niggas that gotta respect it is the niggas he done had the conversations with. You don't gotta respect
hold
it.
on.
You
Can I say
think
something
them
real quick,
niggas
please,
respect
please,
it?
please, please.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead,
Uh,
Bobby.
Get the
this,
fuck out of here,
these are my
Chuck.
these are my main takeaways, right? Because I know finessing when I see finessing, right? What I want to know for facts, it's was Gunner the first one to take the plea? 'Cause that's the shit that he was standing on. And
Hmm.
what did Gunner say impact the case? And the reason why I'm saying that is because to me that's been the biggest con that's been pulled on everybody. This first of all those niggas told. I don't care what no one says. Everyone told. Cool. Whatever. We don't have to like why they. You don't have to respect why they did it. You don't have to like why they did it. They did it. Right. Cool. Now that being said, I never understood how someone can say what I say in this. What I will say does not affect or impact the rest of the case, especially a fucking RICO. I don't care if it's a federal RICO or a state RICO. The whole point of the RICO is to prove that this criminal organization acts like a corporation,
Is a
so we
game.
can beef up
Mm-hmm.
the charges, right? Hence why I know niggas that did a minimum of 5 years just because he picked up the phone on the wrong day. Didn't get convicted for nothing, but because it was a part of a RICO case, they got swept up in that shit too, right? RICO cases can literally indict about almost 200 fucking people. That was the whole. Giuliani literally invented the RICO case to take down Gotti, right? That being said, why do we ignore the fact that this nigga admitted YSL was a gang, which was the main Thug? As much as I don't like what Thug was doing, he was making points in that interview.
That's what I'm trying to say, Bobby.
He
But
was
y'all
making
keep
points in that interview.
but you keep missing it, bro. Listen, if I'm a founder of the gang or of the alleged gang, and I take the first plea deal saying that we is a gang, and I'm one of the founders, and
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter who said that in the
all of
game.
Let
y'all
him
take it,
finish.
and all of y'all take it after me, I'm in the wrong as one of the
That's a
founders
fact.
because I'm the one who said it first.
That's what
So of
Bobby's saying.
course everybody gonna
Yep.
follow right along. Thug is pushing that Gunna is the first one who took the plea deal.
Yep.
That's false. It's
No, it's
false.
not. It's fact. Go look.
It's not
No,
facts.
it's false, bro. It's false, bro.
DK
All right,
took the
man. Y'all
first
got it,
plea
man.
Hey,
deal.
I ain't about to
can
say
I
you
get in
know
that
get
trap?
y'all
Li-
up, man. All right, then go ahead.
You how much you
Don
want
Pratt,
to
I got
bet?
you next.
Man,
Go
we
ahead,
can put
Dino. Finish
whatever,
what you're saying.
man.
Listen, go look. Listen, I'm finna read it to you right now. I'm gonna read it to you right now. Since you
Don Pratt,
think
go
it's
after him. Don
facts,
Pratt, I got you. Go ahead, Dino.
I'm gonna read it to you right now. Since you think it's facts, all right. In the YSL Rico case, Walter D.K. Murphy was the first to take the plea deal, not Gunna. Gunna's decision to accept a plea bargain came later. December 13th, 2022, DK, one of the alleged co-founders of YSL, negotiated and received a plea deal. That's the first plea deal, bruh. What are
And
you talking about?
Chop left, man.
He
Hold on.
received
Well,
bro. That's what I'm saying. The first one he received, the nigga did not take the first
He
one. The
did.
first nigga who took the act, no, he didn't. He got two of them.
Oh
They
my
gave him two
God,
plea
bruh.
deals. The first one the nigga did not take. The first nigga to actually take the deal was Gunna.
No,
What the hell y'all talking about? The first
DK
nigga.
did, bruh. Gunna took the
All right,
deal the
bro.
day after
Okay.
DK. Gunna
All
accepted
right,
the
champ.
plea deal after DK. The next day, December 13th and December 14th.
See, this
It's
is
right
exactly what I
here.
was talking about.
Go look it up, bruh. It's right there in your face. Go look it up.
Shit, I'm about to look this shit up.
Look
Go
it
ahead,
up,
Don
bruh.
Press.
go ahead, Don Press. Go ahead, Don Press. Go ahead.
Home right though. Buddy right. He DK the first one that took it, bro. No cap. Like that shit on the academics that said it. I didn't read it. It's on a lot of blog sites. DK
DK
was the
said it
first one. But
himself.
that still that I ain't gonna lie. As far as the interview, I think it was a great interview. Uh Man, black boy, young black males, bro. We got a lot of black men, period, bro. We got a lot of trauma, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was deep. That was fuck the case and all that shit, bro. That shit was deep, bro. That was a nice interview. I want both of them niggas to win, bro. I was with Gunna, but god damn, Thug, man, Thug just made it so hard to hate him, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. This nigga Thug,
Facts.
man, cause I'm looking at it from a deeper below the surface, bro. Like, man, we as black man, we done went through some shit trying to get to this. Man, yo, man, that shit dumb, man. That was a good interview though. But shout out to the room though, Trap. I ain't been on this app in a long time. You know what I'm
My
Yeah.
saying?
nigga
What's
Don
good?
Prez.
Hey,
Man, what
bro.
up, Mikey? Man, you know
Shout
what
Hey,
I
out the
man.
mean?
presidential
All
suite,
right,
man. What's
hold on.
up?
Before
Hey,
y'all
hey,
go there real
Trap.
quick,
Hey,
real quick. Let
Trap.
me read
Hold
this. Let me
on,
read
bro.
this. Let me
Trap,
read this. Let me
Trap.
read this. Let me
Let
read
me
this.
just say this,
Let me
bro. Let me
read
just
this.
say
Hold
this.
on. Let me read this. Hold on. It says the first person to take a plea deal in the YSL Rico case was Gunna, real name Sergio Kitchens. On December 14, 2022,
No, that's
he entered the Alfred plea deal. He entered the Alfred plea, which allowed him to assert innocence while acknowledging that he yeah, it
Thank
says
you.
that
Trap,
had
Thank
enough
you,
hold on.
Trap. But
evidence.
niggas gonna sit here
Prosecution
and
had enough
argue
Wait,
with you
evidence.
when
wait,
I'm trying.
wait,
Prosecution,
wait,
Listen.
hold on.
wait,
Prosecution had it. Hold on a
wait.
second. Hold on, bro. Prosecution had enough evidence to convict. under this plea, under this plea guilty, he is signaled racketeering count in exchange for
Oh
dismissal of the
my
remaining
God.
charges. His sentencing included
Trap. I
5
know why
years
this is confusing.
with one
Trap,
year with 1 year of commuted with 1 year of commuted to time served, and the
The
trap,
remaining
reason why
period
Nick,
listen.
hold on, hold on, hold
suspended
on.
to
Let me respond to
probation
Trap.
plus 500 hours of community service. That's what it said right
Trap,
there.
This
trap,
is
That's
trap,
it.
hold on,
listen.
That's
Gino,
it
hold on,
then.
Gino,
That's
hold
it
on,
then.
Gino.
What we
No,
talking
ain't
about?
no,
So,
that
oh
ain't
my
it. No, it
God.
ain't. No, it
Subsequently,
ain't. Trap,
subsequently,
trap.
other defendants, including
Let me
including
respond,
Slime
Trap.
Life
Oh
Shorty
my
and
God.
Little Duke, also took plea
No,
deals later December 2022. Go
no,
ahead.
Trap.
Trap,
No,
listen,
no,
bro.
wait.
Go.
Wait. Yes, Gunna took an affidavit pre deal on December 30, 14, 2022. The sentence details was 5 years total and 4 years suspended. So I think he had 500 hours of
Yeah, I
community
said that.
service. That was his sentence.
I said that.
Right. But the day before, literally the day before, December 13th,
DK took
2022,
it.
Walter Murphy, DK
Exactly.
negotiated his plea deal
Put the link in the
the
chat.
day before.
Put the link in the
Exactly.
chat.
Literally the day before. And that's
Hold
why
on,
Put
niggas
the
was
link in
getting
the
it
Trap.
chat.
confused.
Trap, one more thing, Trap.
Go ahead.
DK is on a Vlad interview saying, no, I'm the first one who took the plea deal. Vlad said, so Gunna took the plea deal first. DK stopped him and said, no, I'm the
Yeah,
first one
just
who
look up
took
the
the plea
dates.
deal.
DK took his plea
Go look
deal
up,
December
look,
13th.
go
Gunna
look
took
at the
his
Yak
December
Gotti
14th.
interview. Yak Gotti said DK was the first one who took the plea deal, not Gunna.
I ain't gonna lie. This gonna be a good conversation tonight. I could feel it, but I just want to make sure that like y'all don't get so because like this such a good time that we getting so overexcited about things that are kind of irrelevant and to kind of make a feeling right. Like I don't expect Young Thug to be 100% right with anything he say. So any nigga who worried about a street nigga being perfectly right like this nigga done read up on his case for and he'd have been locked up for 18 years. It's not that deep, bro. The reality is this, dog, is that Gunna perpetuated street culture, and when it was time to sit and deal with that street culture that you perpetuated and represented, he didn't go about it the way the nigga who put him on asked him to. He wasn't signed to good music. He was signed to YSL, bro.
I agree with
They
Ish.
they
I agree with Ish.
perpetuate a certain image, and when it was time to cash that image in, he did not want to do
Yeah,
that, right?
if you want to say it
There are
doesn't
way
matter, you're right, Ish. Yeah, you're
Um,
100% right. But if we arguing technicalities, he
I
wasn't the
got you, man.
first. But finish on my
No, no,
bad.
no. I don't no, I didn't say anything about that. I don't got no qualms about that because that's not important to the grand scheme. The grand scheme is, bro, a nigga put you on, you sitting with all of them, and the reality is all you had to do, as they said, I mean, clearly he said he didn't know if it was 2 terabytes or 9 terabytes. That's a very big difference in space. But he said 300 million pages or whatever they said, right? 300 million pages. I didn't even know that wasn't. I didn't even know it was like I mean, my nigga, that's a library full of evidence, basically, bro. And they said out of all of that, Gunna name wasn't on nothing. So essentially, the way like Thug is seeing it is, all you had to do was just stay out of the way and stay down with us. Instead, you removed yourself. And I know everybody else was like, "Oh, he did it for Thug." Well, Thug is telling you he didn't look out for his mother. He didn't spend no bread on nobody. He didn't put no bread nowhere because homie did what was best for
Come on
him.
now.
And basically what it looks like is he was out, and because he was so nervous about being freed the way he wanted to be free,
Facts.
it seems like he couldn't go tap in with Buddy, and so he didn't know if he was gonna go see Buddy and get his ass hit with the broom by his mother or do anything. So he just minded his business and made hits, but he compromised what his integrity to do that. And I just think that that's the bigger thing that everyone's missing. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, bro, Young Thug ain't no perfect ass nigga. He not even trying to be. We act like this not the same nigga who got Lil Wayne in the whole situation, bro. The reality is though, what he built, the nigga who he put on went against his rules. The rules they made, not what we made, not what they cousin made, not what Future made, not what Drake made, what they made amongst YSL.
Hey,
Gonna
Ish.
win against it.
Perfectly
Gonna
I
explained,
think
Ish.
Hey,
okay.
Perfectly
Ish.
explained.
Hold
Hey,
on, let the lady go. Let
Ish.
the lady go. Let the lady go.
Well
Let the lady go.
explained.
I
Okay.
just want
Let the lady go. Let the lady go. Hold on.
I
Go ahead.
just okay, from the beginning of the whole case, I just been confused because I don't think you owe nobody your life. Especially if you innocent. And I've always felt like Young Thug and Gunna both was innocent of the charges that they were accused of, right? Um, but that boy have he sat in jail for 9 months. He don't have to sit in jail for no nigga to ride. Young Thug wasn't even trying to
Yeah,
ride
but
some
if you
shit out.
popping it like,
That
You
nigga kept.
sound like a
yeah,
nigga
like
girl
bro,
who rocked
yeah,
up
cause
And
if
with
you
that's
that.
why
popping
he
it,
and that's
cause
why
if
Gunna
you
got
like, yeah,
out
bro, you
Listen,
popping it
because of
like
listen,
you.
wait
comments
though,
like
That's what his
hold
that.
on,
girl was
wait,
saying. That's
Because
what
of
Gunna
comments
girl was
like
saying.
boy.
that,
Gunna girl was
that's
saying
why
shit
Gunna
like
thought he
that.
needed to
Wait,
be out.
listen though. Listen,
Go
on
ahead,
some
go ahead,
real
let her
shit.
finish.
I do look at it from maybe a female's perspective, but this shit is just logical to me. I wouldn't tell no black man, no black young man, no black boy that he gotta sit in jail for some niggas to save face with a nigga.
But
I
Naya,
don't think I
your man
don't
a
think that.
gangster though, right? Your
I
man
think
popping it like
I
he.
think
What he
I
signed up
hello,
for
hold
has
on,
Let her
no
wait, because I
finish. Let her
can't
logic in
hear
it.
finish.
But
y'all.
go ahead
Wait,
and
I don't
finish.
have
Go
no
ahead and finish.
AirPods
Let
in.
her finish.
Now
Let her
go ahead and
finish.
finish, please.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead and
don't have
finish
no
your point.
AirPods in. I can't hear what
Go
y'all
ahead, go ahead,
saying.
go ahead. You good? Go ahead.
But I don't feel like that. Like he said in the interview, this nigga name wasn't on no paperwork. So it's like, okay, the first possibility to get out of jail, I'm going to bitch, I don't want to sit and ride out shit with you. Like that's
Let
not
me ask you a question. Hold
I
on.
don't
Let me ask
owe
you a question.
you that
Let me ask
though.
you a question. Let me ask you a question. Naya. Let me ask you a question. So if
Mhm.
you really feel as if you ain't do nothing, you are innocent of the charges. You know what I'm saying? In all ways, you ain't on no paperwork. You ain't. I'm saying like that though. Why would you plead out to being
I
guilty?
mean, don't move, right? I think for the most
Why
part, a
wouldn't you
lot of
fight the
people
case?
make moves that are ignorant because they don't understand the law. Like they probably know what's going on. They're probably been informed of these things, but they're not actually having an understanding of what they're doing. And that's a lot of black people's downfall when it's pertaining to legal issues and legal matters. They don't know the law. So I do think that was crazy of him to take probation for how many every years and have how many every years suspended when you are innocent.
But,
But shit, I feel
but
like
hold
And,
on,
and
just
I
like
got
Naya.
the
one more
rest of
question.
those
I got
guys
one more question
did.
No,
for you. I got one
please
more
let
question for you.
Trap
I got
cook.
one more question for
Please,
you. No, no, hold on.
real quick,
I
let
got one
Trap
more question
cook.
for
Go
you too,
ahead,
Naya.
please.
Hold on. So now you know you innocent of the charges and all that right there, but you actually know that by you taking this plea deal that you're gonna take right now, you can possibly, you know what I'm saying, um, 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 have the people that you so-called claim you love, your people you grew up with, your brothers, you call your brothers, by you taking this plea deal, you can actually affect their terms of their sentencing, what they're going through though. So do you think that was right for him to do
But I
that
don't
though?
think that's how it was presented to him, and that's not how his lawyer presents it online. I think it was presented to Gunner the same way it was presented to us. He won't have any effect on the case. He won't take the stand or none of
Nah,
that. That's how it was presented to us, and that is how his lawyer is holding that representation, especially online. And he's been doing that for the duration of the trial and even after the trial.
Okay,
That
go ahead.
Gunner's
I
plea
got
deal
you.
would not
but
affect
Naya,
Young
but not,
Thug.
but not, but Naya. Let
Go
me
ahead.
ask you something. Let me ask you something real quick, right? If you go to fucking Africa and go on a safari, they make you sign a whole waiver about some shit that might happen if you decide to get involved in this shit over here on this side. If you decide to get in this motherfucking truck with all these lions and all this other shit going on out here, listen, you signed up for what the fuck is
Mm-hmm.
going on right now. You signed up. So all this shit that's finna go down, you signed up for it. You brought your safari gear. You got your whole shit. You got your camera. You got your water, your little, you got the whole thing. And you
You
in
wanted to
here,
pet the lion, nigga.
you want to pet the fucking lions. You want to feed the lions. You want to do all that shit. How can you, if you in this motherfucker and you get bit, how can you act like you did not sign up for this shit when
No,
you
what
had the whole uniform on and signed up for it?
this nigga signed up to be a rapper.
No, we
But
didn't,
why
nigga.
No,
you
and as far as we're
see ish?
understanding, and as far as
He
we
did not
understand it,
sign up to
as
be a
You
far as we
asked a
rapper. He
trap
was a
understand,
question.
street
wait,
nigga too.
You
hold
asked a
on,
trick
and wait,
question
y'all,
though.
for real,
He was a
hold on,
street
because I don't
nigga
have
too,
no
Naya.
Let her
AirPods
go. Let her
right
go. Let her go.
now.
Get
Just
Naya.
let
Get
her
As
go so
far
we
Naya.
can
as
get back
we
to
understand,
conversation,
that
please.
is exactly what the
Let
both
her
of
go
those
on.
young men were doing, being rappers. They were being entertainers.
Yeah,
They weren't in the streets. Young Thug didn't have shit. They didn't have. They couldn't connect Young Thug with nothing but them drugs they found in his fucking
but
house and the car he rented out to a nigga by being a good friend. Like other than that, he didn't have nothing to do with none of them murders or no none of them shootings. None
but
of
you
that.
missing
He
what
had
I'm
nothing to
saying
do
though.
with
Hold
You
it.
on,
missing
Leo,
what
So it's
Leo.
like, what the
Let
fuck?
her
I
finish.
Leo,
Let
signed
you
her
up to
finish.
gotta
be
One
let her
more
a
miss
moment.
it.
rapper
Let her
on your
finish.
rap
You gotta let her
label.
miss it, bro. Let her miss it, bro. It's cool. It's called lack of accountability. It's cool. We
He
talking
don't
about
have to
some
be
street
accountable
shit,
for
and we
murders that happened before he even knew Young
see
Thug.
what man,
Are
what the
you okay?
fuck going
He
on,
didn't
All
know
right,
man?
let's
Young
move on.
Thug.
You're right. All right, Naya. I got you. I got you.
you
Go ahead. Go ahead.
you're absolutely right. But that's why his statement said that he was accountable for it because he fell for a trick bag, listening to people who telling him shit that you
His
was telling
lawyer,
him that no, not just his lawyer, people who he was talking to, and God knows what he was saying on his jail calls and everything in between.
but his
The reality
lawyer.
is this, though, right?
I need those to come out. I need Gunna quotes to come out. Gunna
What's
quotes
the
might come out.
reality, Ish?
You know what
Hold
No,
I'm
on,
saying?
time out.
they said it when
Let's
they
hold on.
it's
Let's
gonna
close
be.
this chapter
I
since
mean,
niggas don't
that
want to
is
take it.
that is.
Hold on, close the chapter, Ish, because this shit crazy, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? The reality is, bro, if you listen to that Young Thug podcast, bro, it's really real because it's a dissection of like I like how he really was vulnerable enough to talk about man shit. The thing he kept asking, you know what I mean, Big
Big
Bank or
bang.
whatever, that Big Bank really wasn't really understanding at first. He was like, yo, bro, I'm asking you a question because it ain't really no answer to what I'm asking you. There's no liable answer to do what Gunna did other than some sucker shit. And when you are in a world or a culture where sucker shit gets you ousted, it gets you put on the outside, ain't no proper answer for nothing that Gunna did in the situation. So everything after that don't even matter. You got to stop it right there, especially when you got to look at the optics of it and you got to look at the whole totality of it, right? The nigga Young Thug made a really good point, bro, on to the outside world, to maybe the jurors and how the prosecution was trying to show the world. They made Gunna look like he was second in command. He made all because no, go ahead.
No,
Somebody about
I
to say
don't
something.
know
Go
to
ahead.
ask you a question, right? Because I do agree with you. Like Gunna should take accountability for whatever happened, right?
Yeah.
But in that same breath, though, it's like I don't know what Thug actually stands because when he was on the phone with Savage, he was agreeing with Savage said that Dirk and Dirk and Baby was clout chasing and they jumped the gun. When if they deemed Gunna a rat based off what happened in the courtroom and they stopped fucking with him, why is it that Thug and 21 Savage feel like
What he was
that they
saying
jumped
though,
the
what he
gun
was
and they
Hold
clout
on,
saying,
time
go
out.
ahead,
chasing?
Hold
Mikey.
on,
No,
hold
he
on.
did.
One,
He
one at a
said that,
time.
but
Let
no,
one
Hold
at a
Smirk.
time.
He
Go
said
one at a
that.
time. Go ahead, Mikey.
Hey, Smirk. He said that because niggas jumped out there. He said niggas was supposed to holler at you first. Slime.
But
Let me
why is
talk
they
to you, brother.
hollering at
Because
Thug
niggas,
if
cause
they
he
say that
nah, but
snitching? Why
Let
because
him
didn't he
finish. Let him
Thug
finish.
my
Let him finish.
co-sign?
because listen, because I'm finna tell you because a lot of the narrative was some niggas was out there saying that maybe Thug told him to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was a narrative that was out there. So a lot of motherfuckers that didn't know unless they actually talked to Slime, because a lot of motherfuckers was like, man, until they hear boy Slime and they kept their comments or their feelings to themselves. But he was saying that soon as this shit happened, because they got the privilege of talking to the nigga in jail. When he said he asked him, Wham asked him, man, did you tell that nigga you tell that nigga to do that? Because that was the narrative that was out there. He said, no, I ain't telling him. And that's when he made the move and did what
But
he
my
did.
but Mikey, let me just ask some clarity. Thug ain't never said he jumped the gun. What he said was, if you listen, he cut Savage off and said, "You're saying they jumped the gun." He's saying that, okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm not agreeing. You got to know how Thug talk. When Savage was talking, he was like, "I'm just saying," and Thug like, "You saying they jumped the gun?"
That's a fact.
Thug is not
That's
saying that he felt like they jumped the gun. He's saying, "Bro, I'm hearing what you
Right,
saying. You
right,
saying
right.
you saying you think they jumped the gun, but this is I'm telling you how I feel though." He never agreed with Savage and said, like, yeah, I feel like they jumped the gun. No, he was saying, like, okay, I get what you're saying, because he cut Savage off. He was like, Savage, I get what you're saying. They jumped the gun, right? He was not agreeing with him. He's saying, I'm just hearing what you're
that's a
saying.
fact.
So that's a common misconception that, oh, he was on
Yup.
the phone and he agreed and said that they jumped the gun. No, no, no. He was just saying that, bro, look, Savage, I hear what you're
And
saying, bro.
Savage
So I,
didn't know that him and Wham had talked, and that's why he said right after, he was like, nah, me and Wham hollered already.
Nah, this
You know?
sound and you know what the angle like. No funny shit. This sound like a bunch of niggas following behind Thug, and that shit ain't
no,
right.
smart. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you.
If Dirk,
No,
No,
I'm
niggas,
hold on,
niggas,
no,
real
bro.
quick,
I'm
hold on.
just
Let me
Let
telling
say
him
you
this.
how
finish.
to.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him
If
finish.
Oh,
Let
let
him
him
Dirk,
finish,
finish.
Leo. Let him
if
finish real
Let him
quick.
finish. Let him
Dirk
finish.
himself, I don't give a fuck what Thug anybody say. If Dirk himself feel like what he saw with snitching, and he don't give a fuck who else opinion it is, and he stopped fucking with him, ain't no. And I get what you're saying about Thug didn't directly agree with it, but at the end of the day, that whole thing of like him even trying to go as far as even trying to like get what Savage was saying about that. If Dirk think he a rat, then he a rat to Dirk. I don't
But
see
why
what's
wouldn't?
the
But why
issue with
wouldn't he listen?
that.
But why wouldn't he listen to his brother who he respect though?
Because
Like I'm and
he
like
thought Gunna was a rat. What is it to talk about
yeah,
after that?
okay then. But if it's a nigga who I love and fuck with, I'm finna get his opinion on it because I need to know if I'm tripping. Let me know if I'm fucking tripping. I do this shit all the
Facts.
time with niggas who I really love and fuck with. Hey man, I'm dealing with this shit, man. Let me know if I'm tripping about this shit. I don't understand why he can't talk to his friend about that. The fuck?
Fact.
I think it would be dick riding if he would have just went along with it.
I'm not. What are you talking about? Like Savage said his opinion, but I'm not understanding why you saying he shouldn't talk to Savage about how the fuck he feel. That's his real friend.
No, no, no. I'm saying in reference to when y'all saying Dirk should have waited to hear what Thug said about it. That whole part right there, I don't
Nobody's
agree
saying
with.
that. Listen,
No,
bro.
that's what
Nobody
they
said
no
that.
no
That's
Mikey
what was
did say
said on the
that.
phone
No, no,
call,
but
bro.
this, no, but no. This what I'm saying, bro. That whole shit. No, Thug is saying that he didn't get. Savage is just saying that, man, they should have waited to holler at you. Thug didn't feel that way.
Facts. That's a fact.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to the context in the conversation.
I ain't gonna
Savage is
lie,
saying, go ahead, Ish.
nah, I was going, man. I'm off topic. I was about to say, trap, bro. Thank you for this
Mhm.
room, bro, because that nigga, fuck the podcast. The 28-minute Drake audio was what I needed.
Oh
That
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
my nigga, that was a grand
What I
slam.
told what I
That was a
told you the
grand
Yeah.
other day,
slam right
Trap. What
there.
I told
You
you.
said it. You said it. Nah, you said it. You said it. You
What I
did
told
say
you the
it.
other day,
Chop
Trap.
said it. He said it last night. He told us last
Where
night
you
that was
said
coming
the
out.
28-minute call?
What'd you say,
They know what
Chop?
was going on.
I just told niggas from the
Chop, you was
jump.
in the
I just
room,
told niggas
Gary.
from the jump what that whole shit was about
I
with my
came late
bro.
though.
Yeah.
Like man,
I
man.
think you earlier said it.
I mean, we've been saying it since the whole fallout happened that Drake was on some fuck nigga shit with that whole shit, man. And so I'm just glad that people know it wasn't my brother just like, oh, I'm not fucking with Drake no more. No, it was some real slime ball
Yeah.
shit
Man,
that
It
nigga
was
was
some
on,
hey,
man.
bullshit. And
Chop,
you been
And
saying
the
it was
only
like
thing,
that
something
though
that
too.
I
and the
So
only
always
thing
look,
I
when
say.
you
want to
talking
Hey,
ask
hold on,
about
people,
but
like the
Chop,
only thing I
but
want to ask
Chop,
you
there's
real
something.
quick,
Gary, hold on,
Gary.
go ahead, Ish. Gary, I got you. Gary, Ish. I got you,
The only
Gary.
thing I want to
No,
ask you,
go ahead,
Gary, and
go ahead.
other people who do support Drake, bro. Now that you know that this man literally overlooked someone who
Brother
parent,
died.
bro. I really think like we can really talk about it in public now, bro. We can really talk about it now without like murmuring in Trap's room, bro. Someone's parent, bro, got murdered. Not just murdered. The other parent who murdered the person killed themselves. They unalived themselves after murdering.
Hey Ish, and real quick, I'm gonna just step out while y'all talk about this shit, bro. I'm saying, I'm
Yeah,
gonna pop back in.
I got you.
Yeah, of
I'll
course.
piggyback. Yeah, yeah,
You
bro.
know what I mean? Like, look how real it is, bro. Like, Chop gotta leave because he know that people's people like person, bro. This person got killed, and then the person who killed them got unalived in front of other children or people, bro. And I don't care who you
Yeah,
are. Like, rest in
yeah.
peace, Twan Mac, yo, bro. Losing people is not nothing to play with. And then the nigga hit the person up, not even properly giving them time to get past that, bro. I don't care if it was 2 weeks, 3 weeks, yo, bro. You freshly are putting someone to bed, especially if it's a criminal case, probably in 3 weeks because they're gonna examine the body. So you got to think, bro. This is fresh. Who knows? This man could have been suicidal, didn't want to live, and a nigga asking about clearing a song or taking a song, bro. That's not a good human, y'all. And this ain't no street nigga we talking about. We talking about a nigga who was raised right. We talking about a nigga
Yeah,
who had his
yeah,
mother in his life, and I'm talking about Drake. Drake is raised right, so he should have had some sort of fucking, what I mean, decorum. No
but
decorum.
I
So
always
when you
find
Yeah,
see a
I
hey,
20
agree
v
with Thug
one,
on that.
nobody should be
I agree
surprised.
with Thug
yo,
on
Ish,
that.
I
That was
actually,
real
I
shit.
agree with him
but
on that.
I actually
Yeah,
was
Gary.
I was kind of confused from the jump why so many niggas on Drake's side was on some like they was confused why so many niggas like they thought that none of these niggas had legitimate reasons to have an issue with Drake.
Wait,
I was always confused about it because it's like
um,
we talking about
Hold on, I got you, Lyrical.
whether we talking about Metro, whether we talking about Rick Ross with that whole cease and desist with fucking what's up boy's name French Montana and that whole shit when he had and then the whole same time
Now that French Montana shit wasn't real.
Then Pluto got an issue with him. It's like all these niggas. None of the fact that I was really carried on this narrative about a 20v1. Like all these niggas is just in their feelings behind Drake, and they don't got legitimate reasons to have an issue with this man. Is what really threw me from the jump.
Absolutely.
Go ahead,
no,
Lyrical. Let Lyrical go. Go ahead, Lyrical.
just a quick response to that. The narrative was it was about women. It was never about something as deep as what Ish said, right? Because that's definitely some behind the scenes back room. If you ain't in that industry, you don't know that type of shit, right? So that's why we just finding out about it now. But
I'm just trying to make sure that I heard that correctly, and I'm going to try to surmise it. Drake asked or Drake threatened to pull a clearance from somebody
No,
who was suffering.
no.
Okay.
Sounds
Nah,
like what
Lyrica. He
what
simply
Drake?
when a person was grieving in the morning, he asked about music. He asked to get a song cleared. Drake did. He
Oh,
asked to
that's
get a
just not
song.
human.
But can I
Yeah,
read
but
something though?
also to clear one thing up.
I got you, miss.
Metro cleared this up. Like it wasn't just now getting cleared up. Metro mentioned this, that said it wasn't about no women on Twitter when this shit happened. He said, "Yo, Drake." He addressed Drake specifically and said, "Yo, you know the real reason we're beefing. Stop trying to pretend like this is about some female shit. You know why I can't say it because it'll both make us look crazy, and
Yo, the
that's why you."
crazy shit
He
about the
said that shit,
record.
and niggas just
Hold
brushed
on, let
over it.
Guy finish. We're going to the
That's what
ladies.
no,
Go ahead.
but
No,
that
There's a
trap.
lady want
I
to say
know
something. Go
niggas
ahead, Gary.
remember that. Metro
yeah, no,
I
no,
said
remember
we
that.
that. I
definitely
remember that. I
remember
remember
that.
that,
Yeah, it was
Gary.
a woman about to
I remember
speak.
that,
Go
Gary.
ahead, woman.
Go ahead, miss.
I ran across this tweet earlier today, and it's from Metro, and it was around the time that Trance was released. Are y'all talking about the Trance song that Drake was
Yeah,
on?
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
record.
Okay, so this is what Metro said. He
A
tweeted.
trans. Wait, wait.
Oh, like
He said, "Got
trance,
too much
like
going on."
TRANCE.
Trance,
Okay.
trance,
Yeah.
trance, not
He
trance.
said, "Got too much going on. Love, bro. Love for bro. Remember, the internet is not a real place." Somebody commented and said, "Why he got cut off of trans?" And then you tweeted you liked it. He said, "It's so easy for shit to go south. We was just reading into it too much." Metro replied and said, "Since when does not using the verse means there's no room on the song means B? If you know me, then you know I'm all positive vibes. It's never that deep for that, bro." So basically, he's talking about Drake. So it wasn't about the song that he's making it seem like on the internet. So what was the? I'm
It was
confused.
the insensitive
I'm confused.
thing that he approached him about the clearance of a song when he was grieving for a situation he was going through with his family and his mother and stuff.
Yeah,
He
That was
pressed
it.
and he
I'm not
pressed
sure
him
if you
more
got
than
caught
once
that,
But
about
he
ma'am.
it.
was
I'm not
still
sure if you caught that, ma'am.
listening.
It's the principle of if we're supposed to be friends, this is you don't ask me anything about business based off how
Yeah.
Metro you goes with his life. His mother just lost his life. He don't want to talk about no politics of business, no songs, no clearing, no anything. If you're supposed to be my friend.
Yo, Trap. I was
Yeah,
gonna
Bobby.
say the crazy part about the actual record. It's the nigga was trying to thug his way on a record that he didn't want him to be on anyway. The record's supposed to be for the Heroes and Villains soundtrack, and it pretty much was already done. The nigga's trying to house the record to put it on his project. So you really going out your way to be on a record that nigga don't even want you, like even outside of what's going on, the nigga didn't even want you on the record. So doing that at that particular time is more of a double whammy because it's like, yo, you trying to force yourself on a record that I already told you is done and completed, but you think because you Drake you're gonna just, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna big dog your way in. You're trying to get other niggas to coerce me to put on the record. And like everyone is saying, I'm dealing with a trauma. Like it
And this
everything
is
everything
Bobby.
about it was tone deaf. The whole situation was tone deaf.
But that's only one half of it though. The other tone deaf side of it is not only do you press Metro about this song when his mom just died, but then when you don't get the response you're looking for, you calling Thug manager and Thug locked up. You calling Thug manager trying to voice your disappointment behind not getting the song. And Thug, and this is the real whole reason Thug's talking about this shit. Cause Thug is like, nigga, I'm dealing with some real shit over here. You calling me about some fucking
Yeah,
music? You reaching out to my manager behind some fucking
yeah,
music?
Gary and Trap.
Nigga, get the fuck out of
A
here.
lot of rap
Yep.
myths are being busted because of this shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Someone like
Mm-hmm.
Drake, that I heard the song, bro. That song he was fighting for was kind of normal. It was not unique or special. It was almost, if you ask me, a chess piece just to be in good favor with Thug. Because if you saw what Drake's reasoning was when he was talking to Thug's manager, it was real manipulative. Well, you know, I really want Thug on the album. Thug was like, nigga, if he want me on the album, we got other songs. Like, we got the song Nasty. It just looked like for the sake of control, because Drake don't, you
He
probably don't hear
tried to
the,
big bro him.
he
He
probably
tried
don't
to
hear no. So he was like, let me go. It's kind of like, it's like Trap. I want to use an example, but I don't want to make
Yeah,
niggas laugh
bro.
too much. But it's
Yeah,
like,
bro.
how like you want something to go your way. So when you describe it to your mother, you make it look like you doing a favor for Naj. But in reality, you really trying to control some shit, but you not trying to make it come off like that. Because if you do, your mom, Deuce gonna be like,
she
that
going
sound like you trying to take like take
Hmm.
control kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to
Yeah.
put too much on it, but I really just feel like Drake don't know a world where a nigga don't tell him, what he want to hear.
That's
It's
how you
my
know he
time,
got a bunch of
and
yes men around him.
no, I'll do you
Fact.
one better. That's how you know that deal he signed had his back against the wall. Cause that shit had him seeing shit that he wasn't supposed to see because that song was not no game breaking song. You would have thought it was type shit the way he was acting about the
Right.
song. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it just and it just go to show you that he was willing to burn a bridge about the song and backdoor and have this person sweet talk Metro. Bro, why you got people trying to talk to this man about music knowing what's going on? That's the
You got a
highest
nigga
level
that's
of instant.
locked up fighting for his life, wanting to talk to a nigga that just lost his mom so you can get a song, bro.
And last thing I want to say,
That's
but
crazy,
last thing,
Bob. That Bobby,
no,
that's
now
crazy.
last thing I want to say because I know now you're trying to bring up a point, man. Listen, man. The one thing I do love about working into a certain industry, things that seem like common sense are not common sense, man. These people are around these people making life changing money. They think they're friends. I'm sorry. I know you from
Fact.
the outside looking in, it's so easy to see Drake fake, but when you are putting money with someone and someone's like, you my brother, and they giving you gifts and you giving them
Hmm.
gifts and y'all going on vacations, y'all making historical tracks, you are gonna think you got a rapport
Wait,
with
but
them.
this hold on, but Ish, I get you. I get when you said it, but this is the same room that at a point said Diddy and fucking Jay-Z was never friends. So why is it far fetched to believe that Drake didn't look at him and Metro friendship the way Metro looked at it?
What?
It
Bro, it
don't
ain't
What do you
matter
mean?
if
What?
it
These are
don't.
the.
bro.
No, 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 no,
What are you
no,
talking about? That makes
no, no, no.
perfect sense.
No,
I'm
it
only
don't. Cause
answering.
it
I'm
Yes,
only.
it
no.
does. It
No, no.
literally
I'm on.
does.
No, hold on, Smart. Hold on, Smart. I'm only answering what Naya said. I don't give a fuck if it was Waldo. No one should be able to hit you while you grieve in the morning, let
Yeah,
alone someone who's
the
not your friend.
nature of or degree of
Yeah,
their
but if Drake
relationship,
looking at it from a
it
business
don't
aspect,
matter.
like,
It's still
and he
improper.
don't
It don't
consider
whether
him a
it
friend, then that's what would
whether
happen.
they stays this day one or they barely know niggas. It don't matter. You don't hit a nigga when his mom is just got murdered
Hey, worse shit than
I'm
happened in
talking
hip
about
hop.
And not
no,
just that.
no,
And
no.
not
And
just
this is
that.
what I'm saying is that this is what my problem was because I really kind of kept the shit objective for the most part. I tried to. I gave Drake his props when I think he deserved it through the battle, and I criticized him. This is a clear point where Drake was out of pocket, and how a lot of this shit even started, and niggas don't want to call a spade, man. Drake was out of
I
pocket
mean,
for the shit he did with
yeah,
Metro,
it
and he
was
was out of
fucked up.
pocket.
We
He was
agree,
out of
but
pocket. He was out of
this
pocket for
not
the
the
shit he
worst
did.
shit that
It was.
happened in the
I'm not
world.
saying it was the worst, but he was still out of pocket for the shit he did with Metro, and then he doubled down on this shit for being out of pocket for the shit he did with Thug. And this is
Oh,
why niggas is pointing out what type of nigga he
and
is.
he was
And then
hitting Thug
doubling
up
down and
for
saying
music
And
that
Metro
he
hold
shouldn't
on,
have
shouldn't
but
asked
have
him
did.
to
yeah,
make
hold
them
on, wait,
drums
but hold on,
is the most
wait.
ignorant line after that, especially when homie don't act like he want no beef. Homie is not a street dude, so to even be saying something like that when you know it's inflammatory is a different level of
Wait, what
dark
he
energy
say?
too. But go ahead,
Wait,
Naya, you
well,
about to
hold on,
go. Go ahead.
And my thing is why is it this thing? Oh, you calling Thug and he in jail fighting for his life, but Thug was calling Drake while he was in jail for songs. So,
Exactly. Like,
so
what the
exact. So
fuck?
that's where it become hypocritical. So, Thug can call me, asking me to put a verse on all these other songs, left and right, do this, do that, and I'm giving you money, but I can't call you for a favor. Now, is it fucked up that Drake didn't give Metro more time? Yes, that is fucked up. But that's not the end of the fucking world. If a nigga if Thug is reaching out to Drake and Drake is reciprocating the same energy, why the fuck shouldn't he call Thug because he want to be on the song? Like,
What
I don't
it's not
understand y'all.
Thug's song.
Y'all
What
mad that he
Okay.
calling
it's
Thug, but
not Thug's
Thug calling
song.
Drake for
What it
for
is not
favors.
Thug's song.
He
What is
was
That's
he
not what we
featured
supposed to
on
mad
do
the
about
about,
it?
Jay.
song.
Will,
That is what Thug mad
It is
about, and
not
that
Thug's song though. What is he supposed to do about
yeah,
it?
yeah, but we know how Thug and Metro relationship is. That's why he
but that's the
called
whole
Thug.
point, Jay. Will, you don't talk to
Yeah, that's
somebody
what
while
makes
they
it more
mourning about
Yes,
disrespectful.
and
shit
I said it was
outside of
fucked
that.
up. I already said that. But at the end of the day, to say, oh, you're calling Thug, duh. Thug is asking this nigga for favor. What you think? This is a one-way thing? You calling me for a favor and I'm not gonna call you for one? Where in
That's
life do
not the
that
favor you
work?
asked for, bro.
And you
But
Not at
saw
all
where
and
in
you
times.
life
also
does
saw what
that
Thug
work?
said. Thug said, "Why you calling me about that? You should be trying to get me the fuck up out of here."
No,
He said,
he
"Nigga, you
said
know
you
the
should be talking
president."
to the president. Why? Hold on. So you want Drake to go speak with the president of the United
Yeah,
States,
that was
but
dumb. That was
he
dumb. I ain't
can't
gonna lie.
reach out for you. No, that's not how
Asking a
real life
Canadian
works.
to speak to the president is dumb.
To the U.S. president to
Like,
get out,
imagine that.
but he can't.
Bitch, I wouldn't
But
give
you
a fuck
crying
if he was
about a
from Memphis,
song?
Tennessee. I don't. What? These
In their
niggas be
wor-
gay. These
Hold on,
niggas be
respectfully.
doing
Now hold on,
shit
respectfully. Let's humble
that they
ourselves. In
expect
their
of.
world, that's not a dumb claim. In their world, that's not a
Can I
dumb
Rappers
thing.
speak,
have been
please? Cause
pardoned.
fuck their world. Their world,
Rappers have been
Go ahead,
when
Naya.
it
Go
pardoned.
ahead,
come down
No,
Naya.
to
let
Go
the
ahead,
law,
Naya
they
Naya. Go
speak.
world
ahead,
Let
ain't no
Naya
Naya.
different
Go
from
speak.
ahead,
nobody
Naya.
else's
Yeah,
motherfucking
let
Go
world.
ahead,
Naya
Naya.
speak.
Go ahead, Naya.
Fuck they world, nigga. We talking about real
We talking
shit.
about their shit.
What the fuck was your bitch doing? Your bitch supposed to been going to sit down and talk to the motherfucking president. That's the fuck Nicki Minaj did. Nicki
That's a
Minaj got in
fact.
contact with who she needed to get in contact with and went to go sit down with Barack Obama for a Meek Mill, bitch. Not no nigga. You these niggas is sissies. What the fuck? These niggas is
She
sissies.
What?
right
Point
about
blank.
that
Hey,
though.
fuck this
If
nigga.
anybody need
What?
to be speaking, it's
All I'm
Mariah.
saying is
But
that
Mariah was on tour while
all
he
I'm
was in
saying is that
jail.
there's a big
Let her
ask
Leave
finish.
her.
for a nigga who got their own shit going on. Like Jay said, and like I said in the chat, nigga, when you was reaching out for me for features to overcome another nigga, overshadow another nigga rollout, bitch, it was all fine and fucking dandy, bitch. It wasn't all of that. You supposed to be doing that. Cause you should have asked him to do that. If that's what you wanted from him, you should have asked him for that. Bitch, you talk about features and shit that overshadow a nigga who been outselling you for the past 3 years. Bitch, you're weird. That's stupid. That doesn't make no damn sense. Bitch, you and I love Young Thug down. I don't know if y'all know. I love Young Thug. Me and my little brother been talking about this shit since the beginning of this fucking trial. Nigga, you don't let that hurt and misery and shit turn into pure motherfucking envy and jealousy. And that's the fucking problem. And I'm glad he kind of admitted that shit on the damn podcast. Like, I don't hate him. My girl had to help me realize that I'm hurt. You are hurt. And he can feel that. I feel for him. But nigga, you asking niggas of shit that you wouldn't do your fucking self.
All right,
Nigga, you
so let
want
me
to
ask
come
y'all
home
this
just like
then.
the rest of these niggas. That's weird. I don't fuck with that. That's weird. He asking niggas to do shit that he would not care to fucking do. That's a problem for
Let
me.
me ask something real
All right,
quick.
let me
I
ask
got
y'all this
something
right
when
here,
you
right
done
now, right? So
defending
hold
Dre.
on,
Go
I
ahead,
got
Hold
something
on.
Trap.
right. So now, how you think how you think he handled the about the prison calls, the leaks and everything? How you think he handled that? Did he handle it right? Did he give? You know what I'm saying, to give an answer that basically explains, you know what I'm saying, why and everything like that?
Yeah, I
What you
like
feel
how
like?
he handled it because for one, it's gonna be more that's coming out. Two, the ones I feel like he needs to publicly apologize to, he did with I mean with like Glorilla, right? But for the rest of those men, a lot of people don't know in that rap world they all talk like that. So I could assume that not most of it, but a decent amount of it, Gary. Not the question you asked Leo that made the whole argument, but most of that shit, them niggas is pretty objective with each other with, especially Thug with someone who got enough clout to be able to make a joke here and there and shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of insecurity and ego in hip hop, and so I could understand some of the shit he was saying. But a lot of that shit he was talking about, like they found the clip of him talking on Ti's podcast about Andre 3000. He said he didn't listen to him already. He said he wasn't one of his goats. Like he already let that be known. Look how it's like, bro. He's from the hood. He is a real capitalist. He said all those things about Kendrick and still was like, but is he gonna be on my album though? That's kind of nigga he is. He kind of shameless with it, bro. The nigga used to be like, hey, yay, call my phone. Like he just wants to make money.
And
He's an
that's solid to y'all.
no, it's some regular hood shit to me.
But
He
and
lives
that's
by hood rules. He don't live by our
Business is
rules.
Hey,
So
business. Business is
hey, hey,
business.
Hey,
hey,
hey, Gary, you
that's
know what's
my
so fun?
problem
Hey,
right
Gary, you
there.
know what's so funny? Because I even agree with you on this. I feel like Drake and Thug share this similar trait. They both are not used to saying getting that no, and that's why when he was hearing those no's, that's why all those combos was happening of him running his mouth like that. And then there's out, he got to jump in front of it, and now he got to make all these different excuses. It's not. If you put anybody else on that phone that's not Thug, niggas is not respecting it.
That's a
So we gonna
fact.
keep
My
the
and
same
my thing
energy.
is, and this
No,
my
that nigga was on that phone talking crazy because he probably thought he was never getting out at a point.
now
Yo,
I don't even
somebody
know if that
said
was it
somebody
though.
said
It
this shit.
was
Somebody said this shit last night though, right? For all you niggas who sitting up in here talking about this nigga on the phone with his bitch on his homie, most of you motherfuckers that talk about a nigga when they leave the fucking clubhouse,
I
man, B.
said that
that's a
shit,
fact.
What
Now
the
Trap.
that's
fuck
a
I
is y'all
fact
said that
niggas
though,
talking
shit,
Trap.
about,
Trap.
B?
That
Me,
is a
Cut that
fact
shit the
me
though.
as
fuck out,
fuck.
B.
That
I
is
I
a
can
said that
talk
fact.
Cut
shit,
that
about
shit
But
Trap.
out,
Jay
here's
and
the
B.
his
here's
Let
my
me
shit.
thing.
ask.
Come on, man.
But here's
Let me
my
ask.
thing though,
What?
Trap and Smirk, what y'all was saying though,
Connect.
right?
Connect.
My thing is I'm not saying that a lot of the niggas that Thug was talking about ain't do some sucker shit and don't deserve the criticism. I ain't saying that at all. All I'm saying is that just cause another nigga on some sucker shit don't mean you should do some sucker shit. That be my thing is biggest thing, man. I still fuck with Thug, but I don't know, man. The shit was kind of lame to me. He seemed a little too
This
sensitive to
not
me, bro.
Hold on,
respectable,
It's
hold on,
bro.
not.
J.
It's
Will. Let
not,
Connect
bro.
go.
It's
Let
shit too
Connect go. Let
sensitive,
her be
man.
way impatient. You know, Connect
Yeah.
will jump in real quick. Go ahead, Connect.
So look. So is niggas going? side with Thug if Thug go get back cool with Gunna?
He just said on the
I
podcast
mean,
that
I
he
mean,
got
for
love for Gunna. He
He
don't
said
got
he couldn't
no
even be
ill
what he
will
was
mad at
saying,
towards
him.
him.
for what he was saying though in the podcast, I mean, listen, man, I feel like all this shit is storyline building, b. You know what I'm saying? I feel like don't be surprised if a Thug and Gunna song come out and he already brought the nigga on the stage already with him. Didn't he bring him nigga on the stage somewhere they was at? So I could see this shit possibly happening. Then yeah, I thought he did
No,
shit like during the summer or some shit
nah.
like that.
I mean,
Hey, I'm gonna
But
Gucci.
tell
I
then
mean,
y'all this.
Gucci. I mean, Gucci
I'm
got
gonna say
somewhat
this.
cordial back with Jeezy, so
yeah,
anything's
right.
This
possible.
shit
Hold
is
Yeah.
on.
so. This is
Hold on,
this
hold
shit
on. Let
is
me say this though.
this
Let me
shit is
say
a
this though,
soap
real quick.
opera. This shit is a
Hold on,
soap
hold on.
Lyrica,
opera for
I'm
the
with you,
fucking
Lyrica. I'm with you,
streets.
Lyrica. I'm with you. Go ahead. Go ahead, can finish what you're
Look,
saying.
let me say this though. So, because my point in saying that is like, then what is niggas real morals and what niggas really like upset for, right? Because if this nigga start fucking with Thug again and they start making music again and everything, that mean everybody else got to be cool with that nigga again too, right? And it's like, all right, what is niggas like?
No,
What's the point?
No, hip hop is
no.
fractured because you forgetting, bro, that this thug piece is like the final piece to show where everybody is sitting now in this reorg. Nigga, Kendrick told niggas pick a
It's
side,
over.
Drake got niggas picking sides, and now Thug is having to figure out where he's going to side at I mean in his city and in his movement. Yo, bro, it's a lot of things that ain't gonna be able to correspond no more, bro. It's okay. All good things come to an end, bro. Some things just gotta be the way they are. And we're learning that through hip hop, bro. Right now, I don't see a lot of people coming back from a lot of things, bro. So it's just gonna take some time. Probably not in this decade, maybe in the 2030s. I don't know. But from the looks of it, it don't seem like some obvious like reuniting, bro. It just seemed like everybody kind of where they at, and niggas gonna have to figure it out, bro. Because I want you to understand this, right? Everybody act like they not on street shit, but if y'all not on street shit, why y'all not on street code then? If that was the case, Gunna should have a song with Travis Scott and everybody else in between, right? But they loyal to Young Thug. So if they loyal to Young Thug, right? Whatever Thug do, they're gonna let him do, but they still won't do it because they don't want to look like they're involved in street shit. So everybody's like picking and choosing in really weird and interesting ways, bro. It been like that, bro. You
Well,
know what I'm
is
saying?
my thing is, I think most niggas, whether they rappers or rather niggas from the hood, most niggas want the bravado that comes with being street certified and street credibility and all that. But niggas be acting, bro. All that street shit. And all these street politics, even rap politics, all this shit is a house of cards at the end of the day, man. Because most of these niggas, 80% of niggas, whether we talking about present day or the past, don't live up to this shit. Most of them, when the shit hit the fan, most of these niggas wet the bed at the end of the day. So that's why I don't respect it. The only thing that's really respectable to me is whether you from the hood, suburbs, or whatever. The only thing that's consistent for me is being a real nigga, bro. Being a real man. That it don't matter where you from. It don't matter what hood you rep. That don't. It got nothing to do with whether or not you real for real.
Gary gets to the thug still a real nigga.
Man, all these niggas is fake to me. I would
You
still
saying
listen
Thug
to
is
them.
fake?
But this is what I'm saying.
I
This is what
agree
this
with
is
you.
hip hop.
I
But
agree with you,
this is what's
Gary.
hip. This is what hip hop has been for a long time. A lot of these niggas is fake. I don't give a fuck how much we like what they say on records. A lot of these niggas don't live up to the morals and standards that they rap about or they talk about that they say they live by. Just because niggas bust guns does not make them real. Just because niggas catch bodies does not make them real. I
They
don't get
gonna
it,
kill it
man.
though.
I
They
don't
gonna
get it,
kill it.
man.
Yeah, I mean, Garrett, I do want you to understand this though, right? In their world, bro, what real is and all that is determined by your actions of what you can do versus what you may say and stand for and shit like that, right? So
Accountability.
you ain't gonna never understand them, but just know the one thing they gonna say if you got all this attitude is what you gonna do with that attitude. If you gonna be a civilian with that attitude, it's counterintuitive to making all those points. And the point is that's the whole point of the internet. That's why niggas hate academics because he talk tough. But if a group of niggas get in front of him, he's not gonna talk like that.
But I'm not
So
You
talking
know what's
tough though.
Man,
I'm
You know
just
what's
saying what's
funny? I've
real,
been trying
and
to.
that's my problem
Lord,
is that you could go. My bad.
no,
Who
no,
was that?
no.
Lyrica.
I'm in agreement with you.
I just,
I
I
but
just.
I don't walk on that. I don't. No, go ahead, Naya. You a real nigga too. Go ahead, Naya. I'm not
That was
being funny.
lyrical.
Go
that
That
ahead.
was
wasn't even
lyrical.
me. Shut the fuck
That was
up.
lyrical.
No, go ahead, Lyrica.
Go
I
ahead,
just want
Lyrica.
to
Go ahead,
say,
Lyrica.
I hate that we keep forgetting the fact that rappers never rap to tell their own stories.
50 do.
Yeah, that ain't.
Like
Um,
it was
Child.
never about telling your own story. It was always about
the story of the streets. It was always about the story of the hood. It didn't have to be your story.
I,
But Trap, you know what I'm
I
you know
50 agree with you.
I get you.
you know what
Yeah.
I I came back at the right
I'm
time
gonna
and
say
shit,
something to that though, Eric, in a second when he's done. Go ahead.
but this what I'm saying. I think we not giving Thug enough credit for even when Banks said like, man, when do we put the street shit
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
and Thug was just like, man, like how I do it. He's like, man, he's like, this shit just, he's like, it's ingrained in me. So how I feel like a nigga went against the grain. Like I don't know how to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how to do it. And that's, Bank was telling him like, man, you just gotta like move forward. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we giving a nigga enough respect for trying to, I think he trying to like figure out in his head, like how do I put the street shit down when this is some shit that like Ish was saying, it's like the shit is ingrained in niggas from the time they're children. So it's like from children up until now,
To break
I didn't
that
only
curse.
I didn't only felt to think this type of way. I didn't only felt to think that this is a real nigga. So how do I put the street shit down? I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm trying, and that was even really him when he was like, man, you think I should like let people in on the healing process, like how I do it? Because he the nigga don't know. He don't know how. Like even when Bank was trying to steer him in a direction, he still just couldn't. Like he couldn't really make sense of like how I navigate not feeling like this way. I don't know how to because this is all I've ever been taught. So I don't think we giving a nigga enough credit neither for trying to like, man, I think I'm trying to figure it out. Cause even when niggas say like, man, my dad put me and Gunna in the fucking text, bro. He put us in a text like, man, buddy ain't respond, but it was like I was mad at my dad, like, man, why the fuck you do that? But it's like it's so many different layers that I think he trying to peel back and trying to figure out how to navigate. But it's just like the shit been so ingrained in the nigga, man.
That's what I can respect,
Yeah.
Chop, because I could respect the conflict, the internal conflict that is clear Thug going through, right? I don't respect all the internet, Instagram or Twitter rants and all
Right,
that shit.
right.
Like all that shit, nigga was doing too much. But you sitting down and you saying, "Hey, this shit is ingrained in me. I don't know nothing else." This is why you feel the need to continue to press the whole rat narrative because it's like the streets, and this is what the streets taught you and what it is and what you need to live up. But really, you internally you recognize, "Hey, man, this is my brother for real." Like I don't know how to stay mad at this nigga for real. That's what I hear when you nigga talking like, "Hey, I can't even be mad at the nigga."
Look, but you know why I don't like this though? Because for the simple fact, and I agree with Trap earlier when he said this is amazing, like marketing on his team. Because you can't one thing, and now it feel like you wanted to be the gangster, but now you want to be the victim. Now you want to pull the sympathy
Nah, I
card
It's
don't
on
not
think
niggas
he
about
now.
being a
playing. Yeah,
victim. The nigga,
No, this is why I said that,
he ain't
right?
playing the
No, this is
victim.
what I'm
Let him
I don't
saying.
finish. Let
agree.
him finish. Let him finish.
Because prior to these videos coming out, it was fuck Gunna, rack. He on Twitter going crazy, like saying all this crazy shit, right? And then now that the videos is coming out and his back against the wall because now people are seeing in real time how he actually felt about niggas. Now all of a sudden it's, oh, let's talk about getting out the street. Fuck no, because
no,
you did not feel that way two
Jay,
weeks,
Jay,
two, three
Jay,
weeks
Jay,
ago.
Jay, Jay.
Thug, that
But
shit
he's
is some
Jay.
front.
It
No,
ain't
that
no,
nigga is a
bro. But
lame ass nigga,
he's
bro.
sitting with Bank
That
though,
nigga is
bro.
lame.
He's sitting with Bank. He's sitting with a reformed street nigga who he respect. He ain't sat down with no nigga who he really respect to listen to. So when he up them rants, he by himself in his own feelings about how he feel, my nigga. This is his first time sitting with a nigga who he
But
really
why
respect.
you
And a lot of
expressing
hold
this
on,
now
man.
though?
Hold on, man. Because the nigga just got out of jail. What the
Jay
fuck?
Will,
Been out of jail
hold
for
on.
months.
Hold up, y'all. Hold up.
Nah.
This is simple. Jay Will, bro. And this is where you kind of showing your age for the first time in a minute. It's called growth, bro.
Come on, man.
You gotta leave room for niggas to grow. You gotta
Oh,
leave room for
that
niggas to
growth
grow,
is
Jay
not.
Will.
Oh, I can't
If
say
growth
that
not
because
enough for
no,
you,
no,
you
no,
haven't grown
no,
enough.
no,
Bro,
no. I'm
growth
gonna
is a
tell
real
you why
answer.
I'm not applying that to the situation because it's not like this was a year or two after he got out. All this shit is happening in a short amount of time.
Yeah, in real
Like you
time.
you weren't saying you had love for Gunna when you
It's
was
in
calling
real,
him a rat 3 weeks
but you
ago.
missing what I'm
So
saying.
why do
It's
you have? How did you wake up automatically now? You have no ill wills towards him. You were just three
he not
weeks ago
saying he
saying
not,
saying fuck the nigga.
bro. He
Like
not
You
nah, I'm
can
saying
not
say
that.
fuck
falling for that,
someone
bro.
and
That
still
ain't
not have
growth.
no ill will
That's
towards
fake
them.
shit,
Come on,
bro.
bro. No,
That
it's
is
not.
fake
How
shit.
you
That ain't
man? The nigga,
it ain't
hold on,
nothing
Jay
real
Will,
about
hold
what
on,
Thug
Jay
is
Will. You
doing right
saying it
now,
ain't
bro.
nothing real?
That's
Hold
bad
on, time
shit.
out. You saying ain't nothing real? The nigga up there crying. The nigga really hurt
because he
behind
know
the
he
shit,
fucked
man.
up.
No,
No,
that's
Jay
not why the.
Will.
Oh,
Yo, Jay Will, bro. Listen, yo, bro. This is not an
Wait.
ethic. Yo, this is not an ethics class, so I can't teach you shit. But this is what you got to understand, gang. You cannot fuck with someone, but still not want the worst for them.
come on now.
Yeah, but I'm
Say that
also
But
shit
he
not.
again,
did
bro.
Hold on, hold
though.
on, no. But I'm also, yeah, exactly. He
A
did.
woman can dump
Uh,
a man, but not want the nigga to go get hit by a
Come
car.
on,
She just
man.
don't want to
Right,
be
but
but
with
I'm
you
him.
also
also never
cannot
showing
voice that,
sympathy to
right?
somebody who almost put me behind bars for the rest of my life. I
That's
have
why he's
That's
zero
conflicted.
exactly.
That's the
This
sympathy,
hurt.
especially I'm
It's
never speaking publicly about you in even the smallest of the
But
game.
that's the
Like
hurt,
that's
bro.
out.
That's
Y'all
that.
gotta
But
talk one at a time, please.
Nah, that's PR. That's great PR. Cause that nigga
that shit
smart.
ain't
I
no
give him
that
that.
shit,
He's
bro,
smart for
bro, bro.
paying
Let
for
me
that
tell, bro. Let me
PR.
tell you,
Cause it got
nigga
people
not
feeling
bro,
smart.
sympathy for
bro.
that nigga.
But let me tell you some shit, bro. That nigga is not just up there acting, bro. That nigga is really hurt behind this shit, and he really trying to navigate. He really trying to like the fact that he even sat down with Banks is like, man, let's talk about this shit. And you could see when Banks trying to get him the game, you could see on his face he trying to make sense of it. It was at one point the nigga Bank had kicked him some shit, so he just was silent. Cause he couldn't even say nothing, bro. The nigga trying to, man, I'm trying to navigate through the shit, bro. Even when the nigga started crying and shit, it's like, man, this how this nigga really feel, bro. He really hurt behind this shit. He's really trying to work it out. The nigga really conflicted. Like, man, this was my guy, but I feel this way. How do I go back to just saying, like, man, this my nigga and I want to fucking, you know what I mean? But this is called being a man and reaching a certain age where it's like, man, you gotta have you having that fork in the road where you gotta try to figure it out. And we just seeing the shit play out. This shit ain't no marketing and PR. This fucking
now, what about to say, Leo? This is why what Thug said is might be a great exercise in this room. Thug said we need to put ourselves in other people's shoes more, bro. We got to get out of Clubhouse University. Trap been getting out. Shout outs to everything Trap doing, bro. We got to get out of Clubhouse University, bro. The nigga is rich, really rich. Like everything you think Gunna got, Thug touches it first. Respectfully, pause. Like y'all, it's like some things be so past the where y'all be thinking that y'all don't even be understanding like some of the points we make be silly, right? The man Young Thug makes a lot of money and he came home to a lot of money. He's not desperate for clout. He literally called Drake out for saying everything ain't important while he was locked up. He said everything ain't always about
come on,
clout.
man.
So he's actually agreeing with your point. Everything ain't always about the look, the PR. The man is literally talking to someone he respects who is a legend in a city, just so happens to have a public platform. You know what I mean? And most of his convos that we've heard in the last 10 days were private convos. He was just dumb enough to do it on a recorded phone. And that's the only reason why we know
Well,
about them.
I don't know. I think that nigga should take his own advice. Put yourself in Gunna's shoes.
What?
That's what he said he
Put
did.
yourself
That's
I don't
in
what
know
his
he
if you
shoes.
did.
heard
What
that.
he
I don't know if
Put
you heard
yourself
that,
in his
sweetheart.
shoes. Put
he did
yourself
Naya,
that.
in his
Naya, he
wait.
said
Hold
that.
on.
He
Hold
literally said
on.
that.
Hold on. Please. Put yourself in a rapper who signed to another rapper, and you happen to be his biggest artist ever on his label, you make just as much money as he do.
He
You're living
don't,
just
but
as
go
good as
ahead.
he is. You don't have any worries anymore, right? Like imagine. And he goes to jail, the label owner, your rapper friend, who has done so much for you and put you in a position to be able to feed yourself and feed your family, right? And he wants you to throw your life away too because he may be having to throw his life away about some shit that you don't even have nothing to do with. You
But
don't
Naya,
know
you
these
said, hold
people.
on, but you
Wait, hold
saying this,
on.
but you saying some
Hold
shit the nigga already said
on.
he did though.
Hold on. Okay, so if you did that, pussy ass nigga, why you sitting in the motherfucking interview talking about you will never have a conversation with this nigga? It ain't
Bro,
nothing to be said. How you think he feel bad? What would you say if you was gonna? Nigga, you can't keep
again,
having me.
again,
Hold
uh,
on, wait for real. You don't gotta keep cutting me out because I think this is all opinion based. I don't know how this man feels. This is just me looking on the outside in because nigga, you look crazy, nigga. You were asking one of your biggest artists to throw their life away because you were about to go down to some shit that you didn't even have no involvement in, that you didn't even want nothing to do with. You didn't even want to sit in jail and go through that shit, nigga. That's why you kept going up for bond hearings and they kept denying your bitch ass.
did you
So
watch the
so it's
full
like
interview?
no. All I'm saying is that at the end of the day, he can say what he want to say, and that's that fake shit that Jay is talking about.
Okay.
You saying what the people kind of want to hear. You kind of trying to understand what Bank is saying to you. You was kind of trying to understand what 21 Savage was saying to you while y'all were on the phone together. You was trying to understand what the fuck Mariah was saying to you, but you don't have no understanding by it, and it's based off your ignorance around the situation in general, nigga.
Boy, them a
You
lot of
think that
firm
Gunna, you
opinions,
think that
Yeah,
boy.
Gunna,
bro.
You
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 hear
think that
me?
passing
whatever
hella
Gunna
judgment.
did,
Exactly.
You
you think
passing
that
hella
whatever Gunna
judgment,
did turned your case
and
into
I'm
a
judging
Rico
you.
case.
That's
That's
He said
crazy.
I,
that.
I went
You
past that
got
kind of
out of
judgment.
jail and you've been out of jail since last October. It's finna be a whole new
Yeah, but
motherfucking
you,
October.
but you up here.
And if
Okay,
these
you
record,
circling the
I don't know
block,
why y'all keep cutting me off
cause
because
you
I didn't do
circling
y'all
the
niggas like
block.
that. Yeah, I
Uh,
am, cause y'all not making no sense. We are talking
you
about a
damn near
mindset that
using
has
your
we are talking about
you
a
damn near using
mindset
your
that has
disgust for this
led black
conversation
people
to trash
down a
Thug even
road
more. So
Yeah,
I'm
to
gonna let you cook.
destruction,
Go ahead.
and
Go
it's
ahead,
not
cause
healthy.
you hurt
I
now.
don't
Go
know
ahead.
why I can't finish. Cause y'all niggas
yeah.
be talking. If these y'all friends, I don't even know why the fuck y'all talking so much. That's the problem. Y'all niggas be street called this, street called that, and then be the first to run y'all motherfucking mouth all
What are you
motherfucking day.
talking
But y'all
about?
be knowing these niggas though. I would never get on here and talk about nothing that
I'm,
I sit my ass in the audience and listen. And be
but
like,
you not trying to listen. But you
fuck.
not
So
trying
it's
to
like,
see a young
what the
nigga,
fuck is we
bro.
talking about? I don't get
Did
why
you?
y'all fight me for the
Let me
mic.
ask
I
you
didn't do
something.
y'all
Let
like
me
that.
ask you something, Shot. Did you
I
watch the
didn't do
whole?
y'all
Did
like
you
that.
watch the whole
I
interview?
didn't do y'all like that.
Did you watch the whole
I
interview?
didn't do y'all like that. Let
Yo,
me
what?
just say my piece.
Man, I'm gonna say something. Y'all
It ain't
wildin'.
peace.
It's not.
It's
It's
It ain't.
not.
peace.
I
It's
It
understand.
yeah.
is.
Stay your
Listen.
chaos.
I
Live
do
in
agree
your
with her last
delusion.
point, though.
Live
I
in
do
your
agree with her
truth. You
last point.
deserve
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Man,
Anybody who think like you deserve to live how you want to live.
So
Yeah, she
what?
got
That's
to
I
what I
just
have
would
want to know
never
that.
do.
when
Sit
She
it,
in
got to
here
have
for a
that.
raggedy ass
but when did
nigga.
people get
Cause
this
he
much
gave me some
sympathy
fucking
yo,
for? Because
I'm
y'all don't
money.
trying to
have
Cause
this
he
get.
much
taught me
I'm
how to
sympathy for
rap.
trying to get
I
a
don't give a
nobody
fuck.
rebuttal.
else.
That's what the
who?
fuck
Sympathy
I
for
would be
who?
I'm
doing.
trying
So
to
my
get a
I'm
life
saying
would be
in
great
rebuttal.
general, like
regardless.
this. Oh,
Do I gotta
he's
scream with
trying
Bitch,
to
y'all?
I'm be outside
grow.
living
Like
like
nah,
Gunna,
fuck
bitch.
all
Who?
that.
Who you
That's
talking about?
that thug. Like
Talking about
all
that?
that. Yeah, like
Do
that.
I
Nah, that
gotta?
nigga
Do
is
I gotta
zero
scream
So,
with
sympathy. That
y'all?
nigga supposed to be a
so,
street nigga, right?
so with
Stand
Do
on
I gotta
corner,
Man,
stop getting
scream
a
y'all
with
bitch
niggas
crying
y'all?
in an
wild,
interview
bro.
hold
Do
about
on,
it.
hold
y'all
on. Let
hear
Lyrica
me?
go. Go ahead, Lyrica. Go
Do
ahead,
I
Lyrica.
gotta scream with y'all?
Go
I
ahead.
Yeah.
don't want to
Lyrica, don't
scream
even do
with
that
y'all.
over here, Lyrica.
Word, please,
Either
we
we
don't do
gonna
that shit over
toss
here,
you
yo. For
Yeah,
or we
real,
gonna
for
grab
real,
the
yo.
Yeah,
Chill
mic.
out,
Grab
I
the
that's what
yo.
I'm
pace.
Go ahead,
Come on
saying.
Lyrica.
now.
I'm
I
gonna
ain't
let you.
trying to
You
do
gonna
nothing.
go. You
That's
know I'm
what
gonna get you in there,
trying to
Lyrica.
have a low
You got
voice.
to that.
It's 12:30 over
Go
here.
ahead.
I don't want to battle with y'all
Then listen
in
to
the voice
replays.
thing. But
Go ahead,
what
Lyrica.
I want to say is, I think there is a thin line between grace and making excuses for somebody. And I'm just hearing a lot of excuses for somebody who is rich, right? Somebody said it, right? You are rich. So if you are rich, you are not stupid. That is a smart man.
That's not true. But go
Okay?
ahead.
Oh, all right. Good night.
All right. Good night.
So
Let me
now,
ask
wait,
you
wait,
this
wait,
though,
that.
man.
wait, wait,
Do,
wait,
do y'all
wait,
feel
wait,
What?
like?
wait. Hold
Do
on.
y'all feel like? Do y'all feel like?
Hold on.
Do
Wait,
y'all
wait,
feel
wait, wait,
like
wait,
that?
wait.
Yeah,
So
Lyrica.
he's stupid.
Who?
So he's
No,
not
y'all
stupid.
niggas keep missing the point. But but hold on, bro. It's
Yeah.
like I don't
Yeah.
understand why niggas don't be around. I don't understand. But you know what? A lot of motherfuckers can't understand the internal conflict this nigga dealing with because you ain't never really been around no niggas like that for real. So you're not seeing what's happening in real fucking time. I see nigga, one of my beloved cousins just got out of jail and he dealing with the same shit where he trying to clean it up. He trying to go this way, but it's just some shit in the nigga. It's like, man, I can't understand why. And it's like, bro, we need to help niggas like that get it. That's why the fuck. That's the whole reason he sat with Bank. Cause like, bro, okay, you a nigga who did it and I'm sitting here talking to you. Yes, I got my feelings about the way I feel, but tell me how to work and navigate through it. I don't understand why y'all giving a nigga so much hate when the nigga trying to figure it out.
It's not just him
I don't,
trying to
It's
I'm not
not
figure it
Let
hate.
out.
me
saying
Just
ask y'all
hate.
niggas
this.
just
That's
Let
lost
not
me ask
true.
y'all
respect
this.
for
That's
him.
not
That's
Let
it.
true.
me ask
Niggas
y'all this.
lost
Let me ask y'all
respect.
this. Hold on. Let me ask y'all this right here, right? So, do you think a comeback is on the way, or just damage control right
It's
now?
Damage
both. I think
Damage
control.
it could be
control.
both. I
It's
think it
too
could be
soon for a
both. I
comeback.
don't think Thug is completely washed, but he does have to do some damage control. But my thing, Chop, is it can be both though. Like I feel like you can have that internal conflict and reckon or how can I put this, man? Like I don't think necessarily like he recognize that he's making this shit worse, that he's doing some sucker shit too. That don't justify just because you doing some internal whatever internal conflict that you get to just act whatever, man. You still got to stay solid throughout that shit, and that be my thing. And honestly, man, that's really my biggest the shit that don't make sense that confuses me about this whole street code shit. Because my thing is that you so hurt behind some nigga doing. I could never understand nigga being so hurt behind somebody doing some shit in the streets. That shit don't make sense to me
It's the
because
internal
it
conflict.
no
It's
no
in
no
the
no no no
music.
listen because my thing is that this whole trying to live by code and this whole integrity shit, that shit is an oxymoron when we're talking about street shit. Niggas who sign up for
Facts.
that life,
There
they
is
ain't
no
living by
integrity.
no integrity. There is no integrity. There's no honor amongst these. For niggas to be hurt behind niggas crossing you in some street shit is crazy to me.
Y'all
That's
better
why
think deeper.
that's why I said the only solid thing is you want some real man shit. That
Y'all
all that
better
street
think
shit don't
deeper.
make no type of sense, man.
And Gary, now I'm thinking about it, because even with y'all saying an internal conflict, this just popped up. Is he really trying to grow if you just dropped this song calling five other niggas rats? How much growth is you actually doing if you backpedaling? I
Hey
Yo,
just
Trap, hey
noticed
Trap,
that. I forgot he did that.
Hey Trap, I
Why
got
is
a
he
wonderful
doing
question
that?
for the
What up, Ish?
room.
What up, Ish?
I got a wonderful question for the room. Let's put this on
Yeah.
wax. Hold on, what day it is? Was
The
September
sixth, the
7th?
seventh, the
Yeah.
seventh, the seventh.
All right. What are y'all going to say when Drake finally disses Gunna? Because he's been waiting to diss him, but he wanted to diss him with Young
I mean, it
Diss him
Thug.
would be
for what?
What are
corny.
y'all going to
It
Who
would
say
be
gives
when
a
Drake
fuck?
corny.
What
disses
the
Young Thug?
fuck?
It would
They
be
gonna make an
corny.
excuse for that shit.
That's
They get it.
corny, right?
I meant
Like, what
Gunna.
the
Yeah,
I
fuck
meant
is
Gunna. I meant Gunna.
maybe just how y'all making
I mean
excuses
when
for
Drake
Thug.
disses
It'd be the
Gunna. When
same
Drake disses
shit.
Gunna.
Who said that?
That's a bullshit
I mean,
question. Bitch, this young thug who just dragging your ass on that jail phone call, bitch, talk about you supposed to be hitting the president
No,
for
no,
his
no, no,
bitch
no.
ass.
It's not a bullshit question because what's gonna happen is that Young Thug is gonna be able to still make music with Drake. And last time I checked, Drake is way bigger of an artist than Gunna. And last time I checked, Drake makes much better music than Gunna. So at
but
what
what would
point?
be Drake's reason for
What?
dissing Gunna?
Because he's loyal to
But
Young
I thought
Thug.
Young
They
Thug don't wish
missing
no
the.
I
ill
don't
on
see
him.
that. I don't see that
So
happening.
Young Thug
Well,
say he
well,
don't wish
Bro,
that
the
man
That
no
nigga,
would
the nigga
ill.
that would
Drake
just be
gave Young
corny.
Thug $1 million when he came. As soon as he got
yeah,
home,
yeah,
he
yeah,
was the
yeah,
one of
Jay
the
Will.
first
We
niggas to pull up on him, and he dropped $1 million
And
off
if
to
that
him.
hold
happened,
on,
that'd
Jay
be
Will,
dick
but Jay Will,
riding.
we do have to be honest because
That would
we
be
can't.
dick
But hold
riding.
on, no, but we got to be honest. We can't act like Drake ain't diss somebody out of the blue out of loyalty. He dissed Megan Thee Stallion out of loyalty for fucking what's the name?
Who was
What's the
what's her
what's the
That's
boy
name?
Tory.
name?
The
Tory.
nigga treats
Tory,
Free
nigga.
Tory.
Tory
Tory.
once a
Tory.
month.
Okay,
He ain't
okay.
had
And,
nothing.
and
He
y'all
ain't
give
had
him a
nothing to
pass.
do
No,
with
no,
that.
Gary,
No,
it's
Hey, you
possible,
hear
but
that?
with
Ish? You
that
hear
though.
no,
that?
no,
Yo, go
no,
one mic,
no,
one mic,
Gary,
one mic, one
no,
mic,
Look,
one
he
mic.
didn't have. Let me
If you
finish.
got
He
an
didn't
answer
have
good.
to
nothing
Trap,
to
let
do
me
with
know.
that Tory situation, but now he's dissing Meg behind Tory.
No,
Don't
no,
act
no,
like
that's
this is.
cool,
Don't
Gary.
act. But
But
hold
Okay.
on.
if
But
it, I'm
don't
saying
act
if
like
it
Jay Will. Don't act
happens,
like
it would
Jay
be
Will. But
dick
Yo,
don't act.
let him
All
riding.
I'm saying.
finish. Let him
Jay
finish.
Will. All I'm saying is don't act like what Ish is saying is a reach because it's in Drake. He's done it before.
Okay, and my response to
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is, if he does it, it's dick riding. See, my thing is, I'm not like a lot of niggas, right? If a nigga doing dick riding shit, whether I fuck with you or not, it is what it is. Just how niggas in here don't respect how Drake move, and they don't have no sympathy for anything that
You
nigga
forgot?
do, is now it's the same with Thug. I have zero respect for, and that's why I have no sympathy when Chopping here saying he's battling an eternal conflict. I don't give a fuck about none of that because I don't respect you no more, because the shit that you stood on, that you basically divided half of the rap game about, you were doing similar shit too. So no, I don't have no respect for Young Thug, nor do I care that he's battling an eternal conflict. Who gives a fuck?
You could say the same for
That's a
Drake and you still
fact.
fuck with Drake.
That's a
Exactly.
fact, though. I can call that out and say Drake does corny shit too.
But we know that though.
I
I
Yeah.
thought
think
we
what
already established
I think.
that.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
from a
already
fan, I think from a
established.
fan perspective, a lot of y'all niggas, and I ain't putting no names on it, so take it personally if you want to. A lot of you niggas don't know how to critique y'all favorites because you feel so in line with who they are. Or you feel like they whatever, man.
I
I've
don't.
criticized every last one of these niggas,
I
whether it
don't
be
really
Drake,
feel like
Gunna,
nobody's dealing
Thug,
with
all
this.
these
I
niggas.
don't feel
And it
like
ain't hold
nobody's
on, but
dealing with
Trap,
it
but Trap, let me
as if Thug is their favorite. I think they're dealing with this
no,
for,
no, no,
for,
no, no,
for what it
no, no,
looked
no.
like.
What I'm saying is that a lot of times these people identify with these folks, and so like criticizing these artists is like criticizing them. And what I'm saying is that I don't feel no type of way behind criticizing, say what I'm saying about Thug, because I feel like what I'm saying about Thug is objective and real, and still fucking with his music.
But
It ain't gonna make me feel no type of way. I can still sleep at night because
but hear what I'm saying though, Gary.
I don't identify with I don't give a fuck
Gary,
about none of that.
I think this conversation right here amongst who's in here right now, I don't think nobody's dealing with it from like a standpoint of view or nothing like that. I think they're dealing with it from everybody watch it, they see they depicting
Nah,
the
I
interview
disagree with that.
and what he was doing.
I'm not just
Who's
talking
really
about
standing on it
Thug though.
like that?
I'm talking about Drake. I'm talking about Kendrick.
Yo,
I'm
I
talking
have a
about
Somebody anybody?
everybody.
Okay,
I do
okay,
have a
all right.
question though. I do have a question. For
Okay.
anybody that's been in that situation from a plea deal, Cody, whatever, that go left, do you cry?
Do you cry about it?
Yeah, like do you cry that is somebody that's close to you? Like do you see yourself crying in that situation? Or would you be
Yeah,
I
on
mean, if
some
you,
or would
my
you
nigga,
be on
yeah,
my,
some
my nigga,
cold
gangsters
hearted
cry
like
all the time. It's called thug tears. Yeah, bro, niggas.
yeah, if you,
Yo,
yeah.
bro,
I think,
yo,
I think, I think when
yo, it's
somebody
so many
cried, hold
men.
on, real quick. I
Yo,
think when
yeah,
somebody
please
cried, people
trap,
gotta stop
please
looking
trap,
at,
please
people
go
gotta
ahead.
stop
No,
looking
go.
at
No, I'm saying
crying.
please,
People gotta
go,
start
please
looking at
answer.
crying
Go
as
ahead.
being a weakness, though. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Nah, like I
oh, I
wanted
don't
you to
see
finish,
crying as a
but
weakness. I think it
No, no, go
indicates
ahead,
something.
go ahead.
nah, I just think it's a human reaction. Everyone's human before whatever they whatever they think they are. But I will say this, I find it funny that street niggas never act like they got civilian life figured out, but civilians swear they got street life figured out.
Come on, man.
No, you don't.
Damn,
Please, if you're not
damn.
versed in
Come
something,
on,
stay
man.
away from it, bro. I don't speak Mandarin, so I don't act like I'm Chinese. If you don't know about street stuff, don't act like you know a fifth of it. Because if we don't, we don't. All we
That
know is,
sound
is what
I
gets
don't think
back
you
to
necessarily
us.
talking to you,
that
Lyric. I
sounds
don't think
like
necessarily you're talking to you. Go
that
ahead, go ahead.
that sounds
I
like
mean,
that
well,
could be
I
applied to
mean,
Gunna and Thug.
man,
Mm.
niggas don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck it's like to be a mob boss. Niggas want to be a mob boss though. So whatever. Who cares? Like this shit be
What's
like
your daddy
this
thinking? What's
be
your daddy thinking? What Gunna did?
my daddy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never asked him
Find
about
out.
it.
Find out what he think about what Gunna did. I
I'll
want to know his
ask
point of
him.
view on it.
I'll ask
Yeah, he
him,
going to
and
and if he
he'll
hear
give
about
me. And guess
and,
what? My daddy's so real. He'll give me both answers: the street nigga answer and the grown ass man, logical man with
Oh,
kids answer. Because my daddy has four children,
Mhm.
and my daddy has had children since he was 22
okay,
years
so
old.
that proves the point.
He got sons
I
too,
ain't
So
gonna
right?
lie,
He
nah,
got
I don't
sons
see
too,
him
right?
agreeing with that shit though. I ain't gonna
Yeah, he
hold
ain't gonna
you.
agree with it,
He is
and
not
and when he
agreeing
don't
with
well,
it.
he
agree with
would
it,
rather
I want you to
listen.
sit there. I want you to then tell him the way you think about it, though. After he tells you, I don't agree with
Yeah,
what
he is
Gunna
not
did. Say,
agreeing with
Whether
that
he
you know what I'm
shit.
saying?
agrees with it
I
or
want you to
not, my
sit right
daddy
there and
not
tell
no
him exactly what he
fool.
think.
My daddy wasn't raised by these raggedy ass hoes, these niggas mamas. He wasn't. He just my daddy is cut from a different cloth. My daddy was mentored by
Wasn't
Andrew
your
goddamn
grandpa a
Young. This
police
is this
officer
is
or
very
something like that
different.
though too?
Huh?
Wasn't his father a police officer or something like that?
Wasn't my
So he
daddy
might kind of
what?
agree with it. Wasn't your grandfather like a police officer, like in the service or something
His
like that?
daddy was
Then
yes, his father
yeah, his
was
dad.
a police officer, but my
Yeah,
daddy
yeah.
was raised by my great grandparents.
Okay.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
right.
So
Them
this
Hey,
type of
hey,
sharecroppers.
talk is
Trap.
Nah,
very
them
different.
sharecroppers.
Hey, Ish.
Okay,
Tanaya.
The reason why what you
Find out though,
the reason
Naya.
why what you just said
I'll ask him.
the reason why the reason why what you just said don't make sense to me, man, is because whether you're a civilian or whether you're in the streets, from my perspective, it was supposed to always be about integrity. The reason why the whole rat thing was supposed to be make sense whether you street or not is because it's principled in integrity. Nigga, don't sign up for no shit that you can't hold up and keep
Accountability.
it-
Accountability.
accountability, right?
Do
And
Yeah.
y'all know what?
accountability
Do y'all
cuts
know what intent?
accountability across the board, regardless of what life you in, nigga. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying is that it don't matter whether you a street nigga or either you a civilian. Niggas can always understand integrity, and it shit is always gonna look funny in the light, regardless of what life you live in. So
You
that's
know
what I
what?
don't understand is that
That's a
like
fact.
it don't matter whether you a street nigga or not. Niggas
Now,
can
Gary,
always
you're
see
talking
who
about
niggas.
an element of street
Nah,
shit,
no,
but
no, no, no. But this is what I'm saying about street shit and why niggas, whether you in the streets or not, can critique it. Because when niggas try to talk about principle and when the principles don't add up, it's like, oh, yo, this is a house of cards, nigga. This shit ain't real.
that's an element, and that's why you got a complex too. I have a complex because I'm not in it. So we all have complexes. You speaking from your complex, not from the reality of what I'm talking about, bro. It don't even got nothing to pertain to you, for real, for real. But you one of the more intelligent people, so we can have the conversation. The reality is, bro, what you're talking about is an element of street shit, but it's not the totality of street shit, bro. When someone's a straight up crash out and is begging to go to prison, there is no integrity in that, but they are a part of street culture, right? When someone wants to come and fuck up a whole neighborhood because they talking to their little brother or someone stole their little sister bike and they completely fuck someone else's life up, there's no integrity in that. That's street shit. So what you're talking about though is a certain element based off of a scenario.
Yeah, of
But that
course.
yeah, but that element doesn't ring true in all street shit.
But I
It
wasn't
doesn't.
talking about all. I don't pretend to know all about street
That's
shit,
but that's
and this
literally
and
my
the reason
point.
why
If
I'm
you
responding.
don't know about it to a
But
degree,
but
That
I
just
can
sound like
speak on I
criminals.
can speak on it within the context of what we talking about because we talking about
no,
ratting.
no, no. hold on, not to
But
you,
that's what I'm
Gary.
talking
Hold on,
about.
not
It's
to you,
like that's
Gary.
what because the reason I
Hold on, real
responded to
quick. To the
you.
person who
God,
said that
I'm gonna
sounded
just go
criminal
ahead, go
shit,
ahead, go ahead.
it's not, because every black person got a wish a nigga would button in their body for the most part. Because that's just how we were. That's just how we were designed in America. We do wish a nigga would. We do got a certain air about us, and a lot of us lose it and are smart enough to move past it. But them street niggas lean into it. So I could never judge them like for how they be, because I know that what they are trying to do, I don't want to do, don't care to do. So I never just act like everything they do is just
So
dumb.
you're saying
That don't make no
integrity? So
sense.
you're saying integrity doesn't exist in street life?
That
Can
is
we?
not what
Can
I
we?
That's
said.
not what he said. That's not what he
That
said.
is not what I said. And
But what I'm saying
the
is that
street in me is like, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
yeah, yeah,
But the
but
but the
even still,
reality in me is like, let me go ahead and just respond to you appropriately. No, sir, I did not say that. What I actually said was it's an element of street culture, but it's not all of it.
yeah, but so it's
So
the reason why I
let
responded the way that I did what you said because I felt hit by what you saying. Not
All
saying that
right,
I
go
took
ahead.
it personally, but
Let
I feel
precise
like it was a plot.
respond to this real
Let
quick,
me say
bro.
this 30 seconds and then he got it.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is that I ain't taking what you said personally. I'm just saying that I feel like it was applying to me what you were saying. And all I'm saying is that's why I responded the way that I did because I don't pretend to know everything about the streets. I have all the streets figured out. I'm not a street nigga. I'm a civilian nigga. But what I can understand or thought I could understand about the streets is this principle about integrity and especially when it applies to snitching.
Can I?
And when niggas can't even live by that, I'm just like, this shit is a house
Can
of
I
cards, bro.
define?
Nigga, none of these niggas live by this
Can
shit.
I define
And Gary, that's a
integrity?
Let
fact,
Can
precise.
bro.
I define
And Gary, that's a
integrity?
fact, my boy.
Can I
No,
define
Hold on,
yeah, hold
integrity
on,
Let,
hold
before?
on.
let precise. I got you, miss. I got, when that's lyrica,
Yeah,
I
just
got you, lyrica.
before y'all keep moving with this word integrity is making me itch because if y'all basing it off that, then snitching would be okay. Integrity is literally telling the
What?
truth. Hold on,
Oh
integrity
my
is telling the truth when it's
What?
hard.
That's what integrity
That's what
means.
Oh
integrity
God.
is. It literally, I built my job on this.
Yeah, I'm
Integrity.
out,
I
y'all.
tell the
god.
truth when it's hard.
Okay, no,
All
no.
right,
We
Yo,
you you,
precise.
what
Let
you
we
know
precise.
what
doing
we
Mute
here?
up,
mean when we
precise.
say
Mute
is
up, precise.
integrity
Come
is
on, Tori.
being a man of your word when you commit to
Let
some
precise
shit.
No,
say
it
what he gonna
doesn't
say,
mean.
please. Go ahead,
Man,
precise.
shut the fuck up.
Go ahead, Precise.
Go ahead, precise.
now, I wanted to tap into the street side. The brother who was speaking
Ish.
earlier. Yeah, that's it. What is the
I have nothing to say.
separation?
I'm not interested.
Go ahead, precise.
yeah.
Is
Y'all
that
Go ahead,
the is
precise.
weird.
that your street side
Yo,
speaking right
it's
now?
my nigga, yo.
Is is that your street
No,
side
that's my
speaking,
could give a
or is
fuck
that
side. I'm
your?
playing 2K.
Yeah, I'm about to go on
Oh, okay,
2K
I
too.
got you. I got you. Because I was
Precise, what
just
was you gonna
Yeah,
say
just
though?
interested.
Go
make your
ahead.
point,
You gotta
Because
gang.
go
I
out.
was
Go
just
ahead.
I was just interested on how like you're able to turn that on and off and recognize the difference between that, and then how you're able to navigate the rules of both civilian life and street life so easily.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a good question.
Oh, because I was smart enough to understand that I'm never gonna be poor. So I knew I had to mute some things about me in order for me to go get a dollar. But I didn't let that. I didn't let the essence of who I am change who I am. And then not just that, I'm rooted in really,
Be
really
right back, Chuck.
smart, like really smart people who lived, lives way before me to tell me how to tame certain elements about myself in order to get in rooms that I need to go to get what I need. So by the time I got there, I wasn't compromised enough where I looked in the mirror, didn't know who I was. So I was still able to keep a lot of things that people tell you that you gotta lose in order to be in a corporate space, aka code switching, no gold teeth, no flashy anything. I was able to keep all of that and still reap the rewards of still being able to go back to where I'm from and niggas not looking at me like I'm a weirdo, loser, lame,
Overly.
corny nigga and all of that. So I was able to get both, but the reality is I still wear the wounds of where I'm from. This is why my best friend did a 15-year piece, and as soon as he got out, he went right back in, even though I gave him 15 bands. This is the reason why some people in my life, I helped them write an audio book while he's serving a life sentence. So things that other people don't have to hold on to in their day to day, I still hold on to while I'm doing corporate and cool things like going to NBA 2K parties and getting free shit from Nike and everything in between. It's just the life that some people have to juggle. Even someone like Jay-Z still juggles that kind of shit. At the end of the day, the person who he has running his company was in some fucking federal situation and he don't want to run his company. So the reality is he's letting his homeboy's wife who sold drugs with run his company because he's still towing that line. And a lot of us do because we black.
Man,
That's
we out of
fair.
here on
Thanks for
that
that.
note.
Ain't she a
And
Oh,
then
snitch too?